Everything is everything, till it up smokes, you should check these subs though, every cut is cutthroat. You know I'm going now with a bang, bang. Tell him leave the bag in a bang, bang. You should check the tags where we hang, hang. You know I'm going now with a bang. Know I'm going now with a bang, bang. Tell him leave the bag in a bang, bang. You should check the tags where we hang.
This is why Eminem continues to work with JID. What's going on, YouTube? It's Knox. We're back with our breakdown series. So today, man, we got a very special one on deck. I think I'm just gonna dive right in. We're gonna do the full prequel. I know we've done the Eminem breakdown, but it's time to appreciate this as a whole, to do all these tracks. So if you missed that breakdown, it's gonna be a part of this, but we're gonna deep dive into JID, man. We're gonna see what he's bringing to the table, because he has been a monster, a lyrical machine, dropping the music. So let's do this. But before I get any further, listen, if you like that track in the intro, new music video, bang, out now, absolutely killing it. It's killing it on streaming platforms as well. I'm getting amazing feedback from the song. Thank you so much for all the love. If you like the snippet, if you like what you hear, we made a movie out of this. I swear. I put so much into this one. So if you want to support, it all helps the channel. It all goes a long way. I'll put all links down there to check out the track. Bang now. But anyways, know what we're here for. JID, step up to the plate. Let's see what you got. One of the pixies in the mix is happening right here, man. Everything's just been so messed with in terms of frequency. I wonder what's actually being said. If it's like JID and it's just been pitched and messed with so much in the mixing, or if it's like a sample that's been cut up. It's wild. There's actually a couple layers to it. Oh, there we go. What a beat. Yo. Hey.
Behold,
wow.
They say JID and GOD mode.
I'll tell you, just that whole transition, man. It's like we went from the light to the darkness, from day to night, just like that. And you just watched it happen, or you heard it happen. I love that, right? You start with sort of this misdirection. We can't place exactly what's happening audibly. We just know everything's kind of light. And then you have these strings that kind of build. And these strings are like, all right, that's dope. But then these strings start to turn. And then right at that turning point, get a little bit of bass introduced. And then more bass and more distortion. And it just turns into like this gritty, sort of more jitty, suited bounce of a beat. Wow. Everything's so light here. Here's where it starts to darken, right? It starts to get a little bit bass here, right? The tone starts to come down. It's almost like we start to pick up pace a little. More cuts. And all of a sudden, these noises that we like, it sounds like something's wrong. And then the 808s start to kick. Here. Ooh. Yeah, I already like this production.
Behold, they say JID.
And that little comment, like it's almost like a voice. It's like you're leaping from a cliff as you kind of get closer to hitting the ground, and then right there at the point of impact, JID drops in.
Behold, they say JID and GOD mode, 223 reload. Let's see how fast the EMT go. These flows keep they feet cold. The throne's getting repo. While these folks playing musical chairs, watch the seat fold. It's seasonal, cheesy, artisanal. Pardon me, guarding me is not feasible.
He's undefeatable.
Unbelievable if you see it. I keep a little dough on the basis you need to know. Basically, I'm the face, I'm the CEO. Take a seat in the vehicle. We go roll from Stevenson Road to see the grove. Modifying the blickies a GMO. TMI, if you knew what I know, then you probably would keep it low. Eagle eye, it's a bird, it's a plane, no, I think it's a UFO. CGI, don't believe what they saying and nothing I seen. 3 letters, another king by the reign supreme. Go get it.
You talk about 3 letters. That 3-letter scheme towards the end was crazy.
The throne's getting repo.
Break it down.
Behold, they say JID and GOD mode.
I love that. Behold. he starts and carries this 2-syllable rhyme pattern throughout, but it starts here. Behold. That's the beginning of the track. To start it and then use that as your end rhyme pattern. Love the way he sets that up.
3 reload. Let's see how fast the EMT go. These flows keep they feet cold.
Obviously the 2, 2, 3, then reload. How fast the EMT go. Call the paramedics on this, right?
Mode 2, 2, 3 reload. Let's see how fast the EMT go. These flows keep they feet cold. The thrones getting repo while these foes.
I really like that line. That thrones getting repoed.
EMT go. These flows keep they feet cold. The thrones.
Even flows keep their feet cold when you get cold feet. They don't want to wait into the water against JID, but also like the flow of the water is cold over your feet. The visuals.
Reload. Let's see how fast the EMT go. These flows keep they feet cold. The
EMT go, right? These flows, and then he starts again. Like he uses it obviously for the end rhyme, but then sometimes he'll start to pattern it in like to start the bar, or then even like halfway through the bar.
thrones getting repo while these foes playing musical chairs. Watch the seat fold. It's seasonal, cheesy, artisanal. Pardon.
Play of musical chairs, watch the seat fold. They folding on JID. I like that bar.
Playing musical chairs, watch the seat fold. It's seasonal, cheesy, artisanal. Pardon me, guarding me is not feasible.
He's undefeatable.
Unbelievable if you see it. I keep a little dough on the basis you need to know. Basically, I'm the face, I'm the CEO. Take a seat.
It's a smooth little come out because it's kind of slow. EO, that little 1-2 pattern is really dope for kind of a slower flow that he carries. And then right here, after the female comes in, he's undefeatable. Da, 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 da. And then he starts to go into more of his faster schemes.
Thrones getting repo while these foes playing musical chairs. Watch the seat fold. It's seasonal, cheesy, artisanal.
Y'all are cheesy, artisanal versus get the cheese.
Pardon me, guarding me is not feasible.
He's undefeatable.
Right here.
Unbelievable if you see it. I keep a little dough on the basis you need to know. Basically, I'm the face, I'm the CEO. Take a seat in the vehicle. We go roll from Stevenson Road to Cedar Grove. Modifying the blickies a GMO. TMI. If you
Find the blick is a GMO. We got GMO additives to the blick right now. It's all enhanced. Like our food has GMOs in it. Like everything nowadays is all enhanced with GMOs, genetically modified organisms.
go roll from Stevenson Road to Cedar
That's a bar and a half.
Grove. Modifying the blickies a GMO. TMI. If you knew what I know, then you probably would keep it
I
low.
love how he flips from GMO and then into TMI because he doesn't want to snitch on himself, get himself in trouble with these lyrics, right? Pull like a thug case.
Grove. Modifying the blickies a GMO.
I love how he stays on those acronyms, those 3 letters.
TMI. If you knew what I know, then you probably would keep it low. Eagle eye. It's a bird, it's a plane. No, I think it's a UFO. CGI. Don't believe what they saying. And
I love it. It's a bird, it's a plane. No, it's Superman. No, actually, it's a UFO. And then he flips it into another 3-syllable acronym scheme, right? CGI. It's fake. It's CGI. And then underneath, you hear that ad-lib is real, bro.
eagle eye. It's a bird, it's a plane. No, I think it's a UFO.
Even the eagle eye. He's got an eagle eye, like got you in the scope, versus an eagle flying eagle eye in the sky, bird plane. That's a smooth lead in.
CGI. Don't believe what they saying. And nothing I seen. 3 letters, another king by the reign supreme. Go get it.
3 letters. Another king about to reign supreme. What's his name? JID. The acronyms, baby.
Go get it.
What is this from? Someone's gonna have to comment below.
Some middle fingers in the piece so they'll never forget.
Hey.
Keep it back in blood. I want all their heads on the stick. Handle my dick, handle my Glock. Hands in your pocket, you bitch. Hannibal Lecter. Whenever I lecture, nigga be biting this shit.
Hey.
Nigga, you been on the license, this bitch. Nigga, I make the roaches scatter, made the play when it post to matter in the game that is oversaturated and the post are flattered by the posers. I'm posters who boast and blabber faking. Using dope as a rope or ladder vacant. So you cope with the jokes and laughter, get smoked to overdose, not the hopes are shattered. But I digress. Call it how I see type of guy, I guess. Try my best, my why yes. I'ma go crazy like Kanye West. Cooking up the kitchen with the cayenne pep. Holding my iron, I ain't slip. I'm on a slide when you high on milk. Shooting up dope, town belt. Bitch, you be broke thinking I'm gon' help. You can be a broke bitch by yourself. Bitch, I ain't Zion Williams, son. You a pelican, a bird. I don't kill, I'm rebellious and elegant and make some Margiela. I'm the boss setter and the boss of the hard level. Hit a spark metal. A lot of niggas talking like they biting, but they bark better. I'm the man, the myth, the meta, nigga, 3 letters.
I'm the man, the myth, the meta, 3 letters. I mean, it got dark for a second. It got dark with the flows, man.
Some middle fingers in the piece so they'll never forget. Keep it back in blood. I want all their heads on the stick.
Every single track is just like really dope dynamic changes, but I wouldn't expect anything less from JID at this point. Like as much as I really enjoy the flow switch ups and the pattern changes, like the production dynamic shifts have been just incredibly dope as well.
Hand on my dick, hand on my Glock, hands in your pocket, you bitch.
Hands on my dick, hands on my Glock, hands off my pocket. Like right there, that little come in, that's saucy, man. That's a nice little drop.
Hand on my dick, hand on my Glock, hands in your pocket, you bitch. Hannibal Lecter, whenever I lecture, nigga be biting this shit. People keep it on the light.
Hannibal Lecter, whenever I lecture, y'all keep biting this shit. See right there? See how I'm dropping in? Like he's got certain words that maintain this flow pattern that he really punctuates, right? So as he's writing it, he makes sure that when he hits those syllables rhythmically on that, he really punches right there to accentuate it. And that's how that flow works so well.
Pocket, you bitch. Hannibal Lecter, whenever I lecture, nigga be biting this shit. People keep it on the lights in this bitch. Nigga, I make the rope just scatter.
Hannibal Lecter, whenever I lecture, biting this shit. Like you biting him, you copying off of him versus Hannibal Lecter literally being a cannibal, biting, eating human flesh.
Lecture, nigga be biting this shit. People keep it on the lights in this bitch. Nigga, I make the rope just scatter. Made the play when it post to matter in the game that is oversaturated. And the posts are flattered by the posters. On posters who boast and blabber faking. Using
by the poses, I'm supposed to bladder with the poses. Again, right there, like the O to the O to the O to the O. When he goes fast and he just starts to really dive in between this percussive hits. Like before that, I was highlighting how he got very punchy. And then right here, he kind of just skates through. And then starts to go in between it all. I love that.
Dope is a rope, a ladder vacant. So you cope with the jokes and laughter. Get smoked to overdose, not a hope to shatter.
Smoke to overdose, right? He's likening his rap sequences. He's got the drug schemes here and the dope, but also like dealing dope and flipping all that. Using the dope as a ladder. His dopeness as a ladder to rise up.
Using dope as a rope, a ladder vacant. So you cope with the jokes and laughter. Get smoked to overdose, not a hope to shatter. But I digress. Call it how I see type of guy, I guess. Try my best. My why, yes. I'ma go crazy like Kanye West.
My why, yes. Of course I will. Yes, I will. But YS also Kanye West. And then later on, he's got the pelican and the birds. Makes me think of vultures, right? YS was Kanye, Ye, and Ty Dolla $ign in their album Vultures, because he sets it up with the Kanye West scheme right here.
I see type of guy, I guess. Try my best. My why, yes. I'ma go crazy like Kanye West.
I love how he says Kanye West. Like he doesn't even say it right because Kanye's gone so crazy. Versus, obviously, he just flips it into the rhyme scheme. I'm a fan of that sometimes. Obviously, you can cheat a little bit. You can game it and bend it. And I like to bend there.
I see type of guy, I guess. Try my best. My why, yes. I'ma go crazy like Kanye West. Cooking up the kitchen with the cayenne pepper. Hold him.
Cooking up the kitchen with cayenne pepper. Like right here when he starts to get like a little aggressive. Like he's like spitting with it. I love this. Like I've not heard this tone from JID coming out of this. Because he stays kind of high with it. Why, I guess, da-da-da-da-da, and he's a little bit whispery. But right here, he gets like very over-aggressive, over-accentuated with everything. This is a really dope tonal pattern from him.
My best, my why, yes. I'ma go crazy like Kanye West. Cooking up the kitchen with the cayenne pepper.
Cayenne pep, Kanye West.
My iron, I ain't slip. I'm gonna slide on you how I'm melt. Shooting up dope, town belt. Bitch, you be broke thinking I'm gonna help. You can be a broke bitch by yourself. Bitch, I ain't Zion Williams, son. You a pelican, a bird. I don't care, I'm rebellious.
You ain't Zion Williams, pelican, bird. Like it just like really growling at the back of the throat right there. Fuck your couch, right? You know what I'm saying? Little Dave Chappelle shout out right there. But anyways, I'm going off on one second because my brain's already broken. My brain is already broken because I already did a full Eminem JID breakdown. But Zion Williamson, you a bird bitch, right? Because Zion, New Orleans Pelicans, NBA shout out right there. Used to play for Duke. Zion's in some hot water with the females. Let's put it that way. JID letting us know that he's not going that route.
I'm gonna slide on you how I'm melt. Shooting up dope, town belt. Bitch, you be broke thinking I'm gonna help. You can be a broke bitch by yourself. Bitch, I ain't Zion Williams, son. You a pelican, a bird. I don't care, I'm rebellious and elegant and make some.
I love how you get the little bird ad lib in there too.
I'm the boss setter and the boss of the hard level. Hit a spark meta. A lot of niggas talking like they bite, but they bark better. I'm the man, the myth, the meta nigga, 3 letters.
A lot of talking. They biting, but they bark better. Why do they bark better? Because they can't really bite. They can't copy off me. They're trying to bite, but they can't. And they don't really have that bite, right? Walk the walk versus talk the talk. In this case, they're only barking. They bark better. They talk better. They ain't really in it like I'm in it. And then again, how he ended that first verse with 3 letters, he ends it here with 3 letters, JID. Love that, just bringing it around full circle at the end.
Williams, son, you a pelican, a bird. I don't care, I'm rebellious and elegant and make some Marcella. I'm the boss setter and the boss of the hard level. Hit a spark meta. A lot of niggas talking like they bite, but they bark better. I'm the man, the myth, the meta nigga, 3.
Margella, bark better. Man, the multi-rhyme schemes are dope again.
Boss setter and the boss of the hard level. Hit a spark meta. A lot of niggas talking like they bite, but they bark better. I'm the man, the myth, the meta nigga, 3 letters.
Whew. I'll tell you what, this album's gonna go crazy. This is only the Preluxe, and this is just some previews. Like, everything I've heard so far has been so on point. Production, rhyme schemes, flows. JID is just giving us just MC and 101. And we're here for it. JID, you're Knox certified. Hope you guys like today's video. You know what? I'm in autopilot. I just realized I certified, and we're not even done yet. We got more to do from this album. Let's keep going.
One day take over the
Work order, 3 orders back on the fence. New order, Old Testaments, I don't like estimates. Need precision, dividends on paper. Ryan on scrapers, bandana round tapers. Geeking on next, break the pill like a wafer. Brown sugar dipped in the apple, old Quaker. Codeine and codeine and codeine and codeine and
brown sugar dipped in the apple like Quaker. All right.
in a saline thermostat shaker. Brown paper bag, hold some soul exchanges. I'ma shoot shit like a globe trotter. Host water where you still toes around me. I'm a big toe stepper, dough checker. Little bro's a dough checker. Hope you took all of your valuables. If you hold double take, dog, she's an animal.
That was a nice pattern right there.
I would trade her. My being mad, all my new hoes are just like a toter. She's the beta. Turn them go step a little miles like a theta. Looking like Beyonce, just wanna cater. Ducking off with her, I'm out in Decatur. This ginger 5-part, not Panola, no better. If you knew better, you'd probably do better. Twin turbo, 2 twins, knock them down like Twin Towers. Betty Shabazz and Coretta, I'm a real deal activist. I'm sipping money, need a shower. Oh my ghost, I'm a real deal black nigga standing and living out.
He used to have a Betty Shabazz and Coretta Scott King bar. I think he did.
I'm sipping money.
With the activist, that was smooth.
Need a shower. Oh my ghost, I'm a real deal black nigga standing and living outside with the power. MMA on my tongue kinda sour. Far from a coward, prestigious as Howard. In the 2-door doing 200 an hour. Headed down Broward. Go up before it's 8 flowers. If you knew better, you'd do better, huh? If you knew.
I'll tell you what, man. I have to apologize to Lil Yachty, right? Because I even put him in that mumble rap bag at the beginning. And yeah, he got stuck with that label. He got stuck with that label. And like even now, like people will hear there'll be a certain sect of listeners who listen to this, they go, and it sounds very breathy, very whispered, very dropped. And they'll be like, well, he's just mumble rapping. But if you actually like listen to his flows is nice. The pocket that he sits in, really like that. But also, he's got lyricism, man. He definitely has bars. He has some nice lines in this. And for me, like the growth of Yachty artistically, with his videos, just with his concepts, with his music, yeah, man, you talk about creating longevity for yourself and really showing that you can break a label and that you're here to stay. Shout out to Yachty.
On paper.
one day take over the
Work order, 3 orders back on the fence. New order, Old Testaments, I don't like estimates. Need precision, dividends on paper. Ryan on scrapers, bandana round tapers. Geeking on next, break the pill like a wafer. Brown
Geeking on pills, break the pills like a wafer. Bandanas on scrapers. See right there, right? Paper, scrapers. You kind of hit that. Like even though he's got that lazy flow that we talk about, like he kind of punctuates those final 2 words of this pocket. And for me, like he did it at the beginning too, and he used a 1-syllable scheme. Normally you simplify it, right? You either have 1 syllable or a 2-syllable pattern. That's your end rhyme, right? And it's a really dope sort of pocket because you just like really punctuate that at the end. And it's almost kind of like a triplet flow, a sped up triplet flow. And then once you hit the very end word, you really punctuate that. And that end word sits right in the middle of the percussive hit. So there's a lot of space to breathe, right? And you just kind of stay in this pocket, stay in this pocket, stay in this pocket, stay in this pocket. It's got a really just dope bounce and feel to it, right? This is just a technique a number of rappers have used, but I like how Yachty just drops in immediately on this beat with this.
one day take over the
Work order, 3 orders back on the fence.
Turk order, 3 orders back on the fence, right? Fence. Fence is that one word, just sits right there. And notice like you had the harder percussive hit before that, and fence hits right in between that.
take over the
Work order, 3 orders back on the fence. New order, Old Testaments, I don't like estimates. Need precision, dividends on paper. Ryan on scrapers.
Dividends on paper, and then he makes sure that paper hits right there in between the percussive hits, right?
Bandana round tapers. Geeking
Bandanas round tapers.
on next, break the pill like a wafer.
Geeking on pills, break the pills like a wafer. See again? That sort of triplet. Geeking on pills, break the pills like a wafer. And then that last word, you just get a little bit more accentuation to a little bit more punctuation. Make sure it just sits in that breathing space of the beat, and it's a dope flow pocket and pattern. I don't know how well I explain that, because this is like, I've been explaining flows for years, but I'm trying to explain how I hear it in my head and try to get you guys to understand, because not everybody's like thinking like I am from that perspective. But hopefully you get what I'm saying there in terms of how this pocket and pattern sits and how he rides the beat.
On paper, Brian on scrapers, bend down round tapers, geeking on eggs, break the peel like a wafer. Brown sugar dipped in the apple, old Quaker, codeine and
Brown sugar dipped in an apple. I love, hey, that Quaker oatmeal, that brown sugar and apple, that's my favorite flavor. But also brown sugar, heroin, he's got the drug scheme too.
geeking on eggs, break the peel like a wafer. Brown sugar dipped in the apple, old Quaker, codeine and codeine and codeine and codeine and codeine in a ceiling thermostat shaker. Brown paper bag holds some soul exchanges. I'm a
Brown paper bag holds some soul exchangers. See, that's a great example of a bar that I really like, right? What's in the brown paper bag? Drugs. But he calls them soul exchangers, because you're exchanging your soul for what's in that bag. And then you think about that, and it hits a little bit heavier. It's a little bit darker and deeper, isn't it?
codeine in a ceiling thermostat shaker. Brown paper bag holds some soul exchanges. I'ma shoot shit like a globe trotter. Host water way.
Shoot shit like the Harlem Globetrotters. I remember as a kid when Pops took me to see the Harlem Globetrotters play, man. Yeah.
They still toes around me. I'm a big toe stepper, dough checker, little bros a dough checker.
But shooter, Globetrotters, basketball
Hope
shooter.
you took all of your valuables. If your whole double take, dog, she's an animal. I would.
If your own double take, she's an animal.
I would trade her my being mad. All my new hoes are just like a total. She's the beta. Turn them go step for little miles like a theta. Looking like Beyonce, just wanna cake.
Step for little miles like a theta. Like a theta?
Total, she's the beta. Turn them go step for little miles like a theta. Look.
So not only do we have like, she's a beta, right? She's not my alpha. She's not my main chick. BM, she's on the side. She's a beta in that sense. Versus, obviously, you've got the Greek letters in the Greek alphabet, beta, and then he flips to theta. Step like a theta. And I thought, are we pledging, like Greek pledging fraternities and sororities? Could be that layer. But also, because I love my Greek mythology, if you think about theta, theta used to be used for like voting in death. And you would vote theta, mark someone for death. And I think he's stepping like a theta here, stepping for death. Got my back in that sense. I think that goes deeper.
All my new hoes are just like a total. She's the beta. Turn them go step for little miles like a theta. Looking like Beyonce, just wanna cater. Ducking off with her, I'm out in Decatur. This gentrified part, not Panola, no better.
When I'm in Decatur, I go to the gentrified part. I know when I'm with my girl, we're not going to that side of things, right? We going to where the white people are, where they're playing tennis, right?
Ducking off with her, I'm out in Decatur. This gentrified part, not Panola, no better. If you knew better, you'd probably do better. Twin turbo, two twins, knock them down like Twin Towers.
9/11 Twin Towers.
Shit bad ain't correct. I'm a real deal activist. I'm sipping money, knock them down like Twin Towers. Betty Shabazz ain't correct. I'm a real deal activist.
Betty Shabazz, I'm a real deal activist. And Coretta Scott King, right? Betty Shabazz, wife of Malcolm X, Coretta Scott King, Martin Luther King. Both of them assassinated. And the dope story about Betty and Coretta is that they kind of became unified, because obviously Malcolm X and Martin Luther King had different stances in terms of their, in terms of how they approach black activism, right? We know Malcolm X was more on the violent, empowerment, uprising side, right? Versus Martin Luther King was more pacifistic and promoting, again, civil disobedience, but peaceful civil disobedience. But what's really interesting is that the two wives were united by the deaths of their partners. And ever since then, they've linked up and have become like a superpower duo coming together, really for black activism, really for civil rights movements, really for spreading that empowerment and that message. Really love that line of connection from Yachty.
Twin turbo, two twins, knock them down like Twin Towers. Betty Shabazz ain't correct. I'm a real deal activist. I'm sipping money, need a shower. Oh my gosh, I'm a real deal black nigga standing and living out.
Ghost, I'm a real deal black to ghost, because ghosts are often white, but then also I'm not going to turn into a ghost. Look at my skin color, right? You're not going to dead me.
I'm sipping money, need a shower. Oh my gosh, I'm a real deal black nigga standing and living outside with the power. Indian.
Even Ghost to Power, 50 Cent's Power series, Ghost Power. Come on, that's smooth. That's smooth.
Oh my gosh, I'm a real deal black nigga standing and living.
And then he ties back in with the black activism, the power in that sense, right? That's nice. He's scheming. I'm telling you, don't sleep on Yachty.
Outside with the power. Indian, on my tongue kind of sour. Far from a coward. Prestigious as Howard. In the two
Prestigious as Howard. Come on, shout out to Washington, D.C. Hometown team right here. Right? One of the most prestigious black universities. Howard University, man. I've been to Howard a few times.
doing 200 an hour. Headed down Broward. Pour up before Zay Flowers.
Pour up a 4. Pour up the lean versus Zay Flowers. Baltimore Ravens. Where's number 4? Had him on my fantasy team this past season. Let's go, Zay.
200 an hour. Headed down Broward. Pour up before Zay Flowers. If you knew better, you'd do better, huh? If you knew better, you'd do better, huh? If you knew better, if you knew better, you'd do better, huh?
What's going on? Got a dog in it, man. I feel like DMX about to hop on this track.
If you knew better, you'd do better, kid.
Love.
If you knew better, you'd do better, dude. If you knew
hop in the whip, crank that bitch loud as it gets. You can make a little vehicle flip. Buy my mama a crib. Off of the lyrical, miracle, spiritual shit. Imperial, get the grrr, scratch off the cereal.
I love how he takes that lyrical, miracle, spiritual, because if you're a fast rapper, you often get slapped with the lyrical, miracle, spiritual, like the Eminems. No coincidence. On this Preluxe, JID's got a track with Eminem, but also, you talk about Lil Yachty and mumble rap. You talk about Playboy Cardi. He had a bar. Bought my mama a crib off of this mumble rap shit. So JID taking that and flipping it in his sense. That's a clap back at the haters right
The
there.
lyrical, miracle, spiritual shit. Imperial, get the grrr, scratch off the cereal. Told the tech if you too territorial. They been murdering niggas for more than way down the memorial. See them murals, it's a debt that was paid with life laying in the bed.
Way down more than memorials.
Way down the memorial. See them murals, it's a debt that was paid with life laying.
See the murals, it was debt that was paid. They getting murdered. Murals is the debt that was paid for. Wow. Just the way that he illustrates and paints these street pictures, man.
More than way down the memorial. See them murals, it's a debt that was paid with life laying in the bed that was made. Now who funny, too sunny, who brung the shade? You running, blue coming, blue bunny play.
Hey.
Money, power, respect, I can make them sick. Protect with the puke on the face, it's the crucible. Doomsday, and I'm Duke Nukem root, put a juke on the jakes. Fast, gotta get the cash through the dash. Nigga hit the gas.
That flow was silly, man. When he started just condensing those rhymes, it's almost like he's firing the deuce right now.
Nukem root, put a juke on the jakes. Fast, gotta get the cash through the dash. Nigga hit the gas, start Britney Spears dancing. Open chest, took one to the chin, I'm a champion. Tisha Campbell, I'm still here, I'm still standing. After the storm clear, watch the blood off the curb. Only to find the sun burnt the city to dirt. Now we outside thugging, gotta hit him where it hurt. God heard the people praying for mercy. See it from the outside, even look at the surface. You see a certain people, a symbol of subservient. Circle around the earth, you seeing the same serpent, determined to steal, killing, destroying. It's kind of work from back to whipping the slave to whipping the work in the kitchen, tripping, forgetting.
What the fuck?
The close curtain is certain. This shit is a curse and it's very personal, so I'm putting it in the verse. You hearing it first. See you at church, nigga.
JID's on another level for this album, man.
Dash, nigga hit the gas, start.
This is some real MC.
Put a juke on the jakes.
Let's see, because I started breaking down some of this verse and I let it play.
Life laying in the bed that was made. Now who funny too?
Life laying in the bed that was made, because for me it's very interesting, you know, like lay in the bed that you made, take responsibility, but at the same time, like, you can't help the bed that was made and what was given to you. If you come up as a product of the streets and the drugs and the violence, right, that's your environment, right? You can't help that in a sense. I'm throwing my water all over the place. I'm gonna have to fix that in a second. Hold up, be right back. Sorry, we got a smooth criminal out this morning. I got paper towels everywhere. I'll deal with that later. But what I'm getting at is that there's almost like this, these bad things happen around me. And sometimes I participate in these bad things, but that's what I have to do to survive. And it's like, it is what it is. It's that self-awareness, that self-reflection of where this life will ultimately lead to and end up, but also just kind of going, I'm on this ride and I can't get off.
Miracle, spiritual shit, imperial. Get the grrr, scratch off the cereal. Told the tech if you too territorial. They been murdering niggas for more than way down the memorial. See them murals, it's a debt that was paid with life laying in the bed that was made. Now who funny, too sunny, who brung the shade?
Too funny, who's sunny, who brung the shade? I love that, because right here he goes internal, back to external.
Blue coming, blue bunny in the bed that was made. Now who funny, too sunny, who brung the shade? You running, blue coming, blue bunny plague.
Who running, flu coming, bubonic plague, and then he comes back again. This little pattern right here is so nice.
New money, power, respect, I can make them sick. A new protect with the.
And then even before that, obviously shade, throwing shade versus literally having sun and shade and tying that in. That's nice. And then running from like the bubonic plague and the shit.
Bubonic plague, new money, power, respect, I can make them sick. A shade, you running, blue coming, bubonic
running, flu coming, because like they're running from the plague versus the flu coming. It's a sickness here. Again, just the illustrations, just the way that he sees the world and that he paints them with his wordsmithing, man. It's so dope.
Money, power, respect, I can make them sick. A new protect, put the puke on the face. It's the
I can make him sick, put the puke on the face. So he plays off the bubonic plague scheme right there. I can make him sick with my money and the power and what I have, because they don't want to see this. They don't want to see me win and come up where I'm coming up from.
new money, power, respect.
And then I put the boogers on the wash. I put the puke on the face. And then the puke, bubonic plague, sickness, all that running from it.
I can make them sick. A new protect, put the puke on the face. It's the crucible, the doomsday. And I'm Duke Nukem root, put the juke on the jakes. Fast.
Duke Nukem put a juke on the Jakes. Again, I talk about JID and I just being similar time frames, man. The Duke Nukem games, right? Defended from the aliens. Come on, dude. But he's juking, like playing sports, like putting the juke on the moves. He's dodging the Jakes, dodging the 12, dodging the post.
Put the juke on the Jakes. Fast. Gotta get the cash through the dash. Nigga hit the gas, start Britney Spears dancing. Open chest took one.
Even the Britney Spears and then open chest. Come on. Oops, I did it again, JID.
To the chin, I'm a champion. Tisha Campbell, I'm still here. I'm still standing after the.
Tisha Campbell's a nice reference as well, because she had still here. S-T-E-E-L here. Still here. And he flips it into still S-T-I-L-L here. But also, I got steel here. I got the steel as well.
Chest took one to the chin, I'm a champion. Tisha Campbell, I'm still here, I'm still standing. After the storm cleared, wash the blood off the curb. Only to find the sun burnt the city to dirt. Now we outside thugging, gotta hit him where it hurt.
Wash the blood off the curb, only to find the sun turn the city to dirt. And I just take that as that's like perfect imagery for the heat in Atlanta in the middle of the summer right now. And then the violence around me and that type of heat and the sun burning through it. And you get rid of the blood. You wash that away, but still here it is. Again, very good, just like street poetry and illustrative lyricism. Just like the way that he paints these pictures, man. He's like a Van Gogh.
I heard the people praying for mercy. See it from the outside, even look at the surface. You see a certain people, a symbol of subservient. Circle around the earth, you seeing the same serpent determined to still kill.
Seeing the same circle around the earth, the same people, serpent, just the SSS is just crazy. And the E to Erpent, circle, E to Urkel, the flips that he's doing on the rhyme schemes as well. Like this flip up is crazy.
You see a certain people, a symbol of subservient.
And he likes his religious references. And the serpent representing the snake, the Garden of Eden, representing the devil and temptation.
Circle around the earth, you seeing the same serpent determined to still killing, destroying. This kind of work from back to whipping the slave to whipping the work in the kitchen, tripping, forgetting the close curtain. It's certain this shit is a curse.
Whipping a slave to whipping the work in the kitchen, and now we're cooking up, right? And we're cooking the coat. So now we've come from slavery. And is this another form of slavery essentially, where we are in the kitchen, right? Having to deal with drugs in the drug game just to survive in our system.
It's very personal, so I'm putting it in the verse. You hearing it first, see you at church, nigga.
That's a fucking verse.
Saw some people starting to give in.
Wet church, nigga.
The devil saw some people starting to give in. Applying pressure, trying to squeeze out some sins. Circle loco off the tens. Bobbleheaded, buddy in the pen. Got his ass beat, sub back.
Circo Loco? That like crazy dance that they do out in Spain, Ibiza? Circo Loco, right? But they're going Circo Loco, like bobbleheads off of the drugs and all that. They're going crazy, right?
Circle loco off the tens. Bobbleheaded, buddy in the pen. Got his ass beat, sub back converted to Islamic ways. I don't remember you back in the days. Calling my first name won't make me remember. You niggas rather dick ride and dismember. You niggas rather fall off than contender. You niggas rather lose pot than follow the agenda. You niggas Tyson, y'all tender, I pull out the fender. I personally send the word back to the sender. I am an organic holy five center. I am a granite press shit on my mama and line. I'm a bad man.
Hang on a second.
Tyson, y'all tender, I pull out the fender. I personally rather dick ride and dismember. You niggas rather fall off than contender. You
rather fall off the. I love how right here, like they stack together. Like you've got the duo of JID's voice and Yachty coming together on this mix.
Niggas rather lose pot than follow the agenda. You niggas Tyson, y'all tender, I pull out.
What'd he say there? Tyson, y'all tender, like Tyson chicken tenders. But then I think tend ears, like Mike Tyson biting off ears.
You niggas rather lose pot than follow the agenda. You niggas Tyson, y'all tender, I pull out the fender. I personally send the word back to the sender. I am an organic holy five center. I am a granite press shit on my mama and
Holy fard, holy. Did he say holy field center? Did he? Did he just have an Evander Holyfield bar? Because he flips off sinners, religious references, holy, into that. But then also he had the Tyson bar earlier. I think he just had a nice little boxing, just like subtle that he flipped into
To the
that.
sender. I am an organic holy fire center. I am a granite, put shit on my mama and line. I'm a bad man. If it's not you, then it's me. I be damn. I got kids who need pots, so I'm paying. And if it's smoke, I need work the same night, no next day, no time off, no delaying. They live on the net, they be playing. I be preaching, pimping, and popping it. Shit be popping, dropping, and like.
There you go.
The net, they be playing. I be preaching, pimping, and popping it.
I be preaching, pimping, and popping it, right? I'm giving you that conscience. I'm preaching. I'm telling you about this activist shit. I'm also getting you to pop it, man. I'm doing it all. You want to talk versatility with my lyricism? That's a flex, man.
They live on the net, they be playing. I be preaching, pimping, and popping it.
Pipping these hoes versus popping it, popping these pills as well. He's doing it all, man.
Shit be popping, dropping, and locking it. And my right hand on the west side, it's a FN, ain't no cocking it. I'm shooting this shit with a stock on it. I'm shooting this shit, I'm Stojakovic. I can never switch up, I ain't Doncic. Country nigga in the summertime, rocking chrome leather, look like bomb.
Shooting it, I'm Stojakovic, man. Stojakovic. The Greek baller, man. He was a dope shooter, right? That takes me back. That's a classic throwback reference right there from 3 versus a shooter. Again, you got the basketball, NBA, Stojakovic shooter, and then I'll never switch up. Luka Doncic, the trade, the infamous trade now from Dallas to LA, but it didn't really help LA in the playoffs, did it? That's all I'm saying.
Country nigga in the summertime, rock.
Man needs to put in work.
I can never switch up, I ain't Doncic. Country nigga in the summertime, rocking chrome leather, look like bondage. With a bad
Chrome letter look like bondage?
bitch, where'd you find it? I'm on timing.
Look, the name is to let you know the gang. I'm
Yachty cooked. Yachty cooked on his verses. He knew the agenda. He knew the homework. Getting on with JID.
Country nigga in the summertime, rocking chrome leather, look like bondage. With a bad bitch, where'd you find it? I'm on timing.
Look, the name is to let you know the gang I'm
Black
in.
Boys.
It's stylish you take, type of time I'm on. Beautiful world with a bunch of ugly events. Type of shit the game like to shine light on. The flames I
Beautiful world with a bunch of ugly events. I love that perspective.
beautiful world with a bunch of ugly events. Type of shit
And another juxtaposition. Beautiful to ugly. JID loves those type of lines. We've been breaking down a lot of those.
game like to shine light on. The flames I walk through the flames to fight. Looking for angels, all I can see is cranes in the sky. In the vision of God, my brothers and sisters and ancestors combined. Another plane is playing with my mind. We stand at the dawn of a new era defined by 3 letters. The alpha, the line, the lead shepherd. So who trying to defy the word? I turn this bitch into fireworks right now. Nigga, fuck the 4th of July. Fuck what they talking about. I put you in your word of mouth. Just South had something to say. I'm saying it now. Displaying the power. The slave gave me the brain. Hours of pain. I call it God likes ugly. It's all the same shit. Crystal.
But the same hours of paint. Like, it's like he just starts to accelerate here and he's like, just like completely forget the beat. Forget the beat. I'm on my own timing now. Like, and then the aggression that he feels. It's like, you know, when like the beat cuts and someone just goes a cappella because they still have more to say. That's what this final verse from JID feels like right here. Like, just when he really gets into this bag.
To let you know the gang I'm
Black
in.
Boys.
It's stylish you take, type of time I'm on. Beautiful world with a
Him and Yachty have linked up before. That's why Yachty goes, this is the Black Boys right there. That was their link up,
bunch
wasn't
of
it?
ugly events. Type of shit the game like to shine light on. The flames I walk through the flames to fight. Looking for
Flames I walk through, like the flames of hell versus like the turmoils and tribulations I've been through.
angels. All I can
More religious references. And then he talks about looking for angels. All I see is cranes because that's all I see in the city. I'm looking for angels in the city, but all I see is construction everywhere. That's a dope little, another illustrative dope bar right there.
type of shit the game like to shine light on. The flames I walk through the flames to fight. Looking for angels. All I can see is cranes in the sky. In the vision of God, my brothers and sisters and ancestors combined. Another plane is playing with my mind.
Vision of God, my brothers, sisters, and ancestors. And again, we're tying back in right there. Like for me, that's some more higher level empowerment, right? That's his black heritage. Looking at that and using that and tying in some of those themes that we talked about earlier.
We stand at the dawn of a new era defined by 3 letters. The alpha, the line, the lead shepherd. So who trying to
Alpha and Omega, 3 letters for me, Holy Trinity. And then obviously tying back to the Greek symbolism we've talked about before, but then the lion and lead shepherd. Oh, sorry, camera died. Talking about the lion and lead shepherd, like Daniel in the lion's den. More religious references. Shepherds, of course, the shepherds in the biblical stories, dealing with Jesus as well. So many layers and religious references that JID ties in, man. I just feel like I'm on like a higher spiritual plane with him when he raps.
We stand at the dawn of a new era defined by 3 letters. The alpha, the line, the lead shepherd. So who trying to defy the word? I turn this bitch into fireworks right now. Nigga, fuck the 4th of July.
Alpha, the lion, and lead shepherd. ALL, all, everything. I'm the Alpha and Omega. I'm all, right? Yeah? Yeah?
Lee Shepherd, so who's trying to define the word? I turn this bitch into fireworks right now, nigga. Fuck the 4th of July. Fuck what they talking about.
You just hear right there, just a little bit, almost like fireworks going off in the distance, right? F the 4th of July. I'm giving fireworks right now. No coincidence that he dropped this on 4th of July.
I punch you in your word of mouth. Just South had something to say. I'm saying that.
I punch you in your word of mouth. Not just saying I'll punch you in your mouth. Again, a simple phrase, but just the way that JID looks at it from a different angle. When someone goes by word of mouth, by rumors, I will punch you in your rumors. I'll punch you in your word of mouth, not just mouth. Love that.
Now displaying the power, the slave gave me the brain, hours of pain. I call it God likes ugly.
The slave gave me the brain, hours of pain. That's what I'm talking about with the Black Heritage connection and just this higher power and rising up and connection right there. Tying back in with that from earlier.
The same shit.
Crystal.
Yo. I'm loving this, man. I really can't tell you how much I am enjoying what we're breaking down and what we're diving into from JID. I hope you guys are enjoying it too. JID, let's keep it running.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
JID tracks always have like this air of dissonance. That's the best way I can put it. Like audio dissonance, right? Like this is a great example because here, some of these sounds that just sound, something that doesn't sound right is because these sounds are being played in reverse, right? So you're taking different loops and you're reversing them. And then you're cutting them into the mix. And that's what gives it sort of this almost disjointed-esque quality, but yet it feels like it's still, everything still feels like it should still sit right and sits in time. But then there's something audibly that just doesn't feel right too.
1, 2,
yeah.
1, 2, 1, 2.
It's almost like dissonance, but harmony at the same time. I love the way that this is stacked and set up.
1, 2.
And I think those 1-2s really help you like stay in time and stay with it.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1.
2, 1, 2 before 3, like 2, 3 when it hits third and 9, 2, that 9, 3 season. Crown a new king, the kid came and proceeded. No, protege JID, more prime time with the lines. You know I'm fine and press defense. Isolated on the island, silent with Selassie.
Crazy Michael Jordan and Deion Sanders bars.
Called as Lisa Leslie, look like Lisa left eye. Gave me food for thought, a mental appetite, it fed I. Can't tell you what was said, cause at the list could get us fair time. I read between the rhymes and saw the lies and looks in niggas' eyes. When I arrived, you saw a rival rise, and now it's ride or die till all the riders die. Rise and shine, sun creeping in from behind the blinds. Destiny child, and he brought the ambiance. Say that I'm beyond the normal rhymer kind you find. Fasting with Mustafa, solidarity for Ramadan. I'm trying to clear my mind, searching for something. See a sign, praying God, stand by my side till we realign. Life caught me slipping, now I need my fair one. Days creep by, getting hard to share one. Might hold space, but I never cared once. Blazing, we might set it all on fire. God and Scotty gon' beat me up, don't fuck up my high. First cut from the club.
Gotta Scotty beam me up. Star Trek reference from Black. I like this hook, man.
It's all a disguise. I see it in their eyes. See it in their eyes. See it in.
All right, let's break down this JID verse.
King the kid came.
1, 2, 1.
2, 1, 2 before 3, like 2, 3 when it hits third and
1, 2. I love how we start 1, 2, 1, 2 in that chopped and screwed method, right? Again, very Southern. Just puts a little bit of a Southern ingredient to it all, right? Shout out to Houston. Origins of chop and screwed. But anyways. 1, 2, 1, 2, and that leads into the 2, 3 in the count scheme. But he's got a smooth Michael Jordan flip. I love how he takes that counting and then steps into the Michael Jordan sequence, right? Michael Jordan wearing 23. And then he talks about the first great three-peat, right? 92, 93, when the Bulls had their first three-peat. And then obviously his dad died. He retired, went and played baseball, and he came back. And then they had another amazing run and another three-peat.
9-2, that 9-3 season. Crown a new king, the kid came and proceeded. No, protege JID, more prime time.
Protege ID. Protege ID'd. I love the way he says protege with the ID. Like ID me, the protege. Sort of like Jordan. He's comparing himself to Jordan, right? If you look at the Forever Story, that was his third album. So he's looking at 92, 93. I already dropped my first three-peat. I'm getting ready to come back and drop another three-peat with my new album. We're going to start a new run. And this like Jordan, is going to cement my legacy. That's crazy, man. And then obviously COSIGN, JID, the way he sets it up with his name as well and just slips that into the slam rhyme.
I'm the new king, the kid came and proceeded. No, pro to JID, more prime
Pro to JID. Come on, there it
time
is.
with the lines. You know I'm fine in press defense. I said
Prime time with the lines, right? He's in prime time right now versus Michael Jordan performing in prime time. And then obviously Deion Sanders is named prime time. I'm good with press defense. Deion Sanders was an amazing cornerback playing press coverage and press defense versus he's a great speaker. He's a great orator, right? He's great against the press, at defending the press with controversy, press defense.
pro to JID, more prime time with the lines. You know I'm fine in press defense.
Even the lines, like the lines on a football field and the lines that he's giving you,
Oh, pro to JID, more
it's crazy.
prime time with the lines. You know I'm fine in press defense.
Man.
Isolated on the island, silent with Selassie. Model tall as Lisa Leslie, look like
Selassie. Is that a Rastafarian bar? The Emperor of Ethiopia and Marcus Garvey and all that, and calling him Selassie? I think that is. I think that's a Rastafarian shout out right there. JID's got the dreads, man.
isolated on the island, silent with Selassie. Model tall as Lisa Leslie, look like Lisa Left Eye. Gave me
Lisa Leslie, a great WNBA legend, man. And then flips it into Lisa Left Eye. Lisa Left Eye Lopez, man. TLC. Woo! Bring me back to those days.
silent with
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Selassie. Model tall as Lisa Leslie, look like Lisa Left Eye. Gave me food for thought, a mental appetite, it fed I. Can't tell you what was said, cause after less could get us fed time. I read between the rhymes.
Can't say what was said because any less could get you fed time. Again, there's another like just sleek little line, right? Going, no, I'm not going to incriminate myself. No more RICO cases around here.
Fed I can't tell you what was said, cause after less could get us fed time. I read between the rhymes and saw the lies and looks in niggas' eyes. When
Nice.
I arrived, you saw a rival rise, and now it's ride or die till all the riders die. Rise and shine, sun creeping in from behind the blinds. Destiny child, and he brought
Rise or shine. Sun creeping in. S-U-N, the sun, versus S-O-N, son of them.
riders die. Rise and shine, sun creeping in from behind the blinds. Destiny child, and he brought the ambiance. Say that I'm beyond.
Destiny's Child brought the ambiance.
Creeping in from behind the blinds. Destiny child, and he brought the ambiance. Say that I'm beyond. The normal rhymer kind you find. Fasting with me, stop for
Ambiance. Beyonce. I'm beyond. Smooth flip from Destiny's Child. Beyonce, member of Destiny's Child. Obviously, she's gone solo since then. Take me back to those days, man. Survivor. Ooh.
beyond. Say that I'm beyond. The normal rhymer kind you find. Fasting with me, stop for solidarity for Ramadan. I'm trying.
Fasted with me, stop for solidarity. Like, I'm going so fast, so you need to stop. Versus when you fast and you don't eat, like you're fasting for Ramadan.
Rhymer
The wordplay is so intricate.
kind you find. Fasting with me, stop for solidarity for Ramadan. I'm trying to clear my mind, searching for something. See a sign, praying God, staying by my side till we realign.
I talk about frequencies and dissonances, and there's like a guitar track on this production, and it's like detuned. It doesn't sound right, but it works. It's muddy on this beat.
Staying by my side till we realign.
I think there's still some of that, the reverse sample cuts being played, like reverse music playing as a part of this beat, carrying that theme forward to the ears.
Life caught me slipping now, I need my fair one. Days creep by, getting hard to share one. Might hold space, but I never cared once. Blazing, we might set it all on fire. God and Scotty gon' beat me up.
That's a smooth harmony.
Don't fuck up my high. Folks say they cut from the cloth, it's all a disguise. I see it in their eyes, see it in their see it in
As the
their
seventh sun orbits round the earth, know the first becomes the last, and then the last will be the first. Like my future and my past is
Book of Matthew, Jesus' parable of the workers, right? First becomes the last and the last becomes the first, which is a parable for the gates of heaven. Just because you have all these riches and you're first in this life doesn't mean you're going to be first in the next. Ooh, that's a flip.
know the first becomes the last, and then the last will be the first. Like my future and my past is set forth, must reverse. Do the math, I ain't too great with that. I found a
Like my future and my past is set forth, I must reverse. Wow, that's an intricate bar.
future and my past is set forth, must reverse. Do the
Right? I got to reverse. I got to reverse my role in order to truly move forward. Right? And I got to connect my future to my past and, deal with those issues from the past and that trauma and everything that I'm facing in order to move into my future. That's a line.
Math ain't too great with that. I found a way with words, just a way with son that made his way from out the dirt. The road was unpaved. Through the pain and hurt, we showed up unscathed. Put it in.
Made my way from out the dirt. The road was unpaved. That's another great example, just a JID different angle, right? Because how many times you heard a rapper say, made my way out the mud, made my way out the dirt. But in this case, he ties it into the road being unpaved. Hence the dirt when you come from the bottom. But obviously if the road's not paved, then yeah, it's going to be a dirt road. And there was no one who paved this lane and this route for me. I had to choose and make my own path.
Way from out the dirt, the road was unpaved. Through the pain and hurt, we showed up unscathed. Put it in layman's terms, I'm so unafraid. I showed them my rage, the hate them raised up until my shoulder blades. For sure you ain't safe. I've been the king, but I still roll with my ace. I read that book before I know the page you on. I seen that.
King, I roll with my ace. That's a smooth card flip right there to being a king, and then my ace in my pocket.
I've been the king, but I still roll with my ace. I read that book before I know the page you on. I seen that look before, got what you looking for. Hard-headed mama said what I got whoopings for. Nigga tried to play me like a hoe, we get the hooking. Never had shit but bad shit, so we took it. Look it, scene 12 come, I'm back.
Had to hook it. Had to hook 'em. Hoes hooking, like hoes going out tricking and hooking versus flipping the hooking in a different sense. Smooth bar again.
Never had shit but bad shit.
Never had shit but bad. Like again, he used this earlier and we broke this down on a previous track, but like he's getting this little just aggressive intonation. I love that he just like he found another tone that he can use to his arsenal.
Tried to play me like a hoe, we get the hooking.
Like a hoe, we get the.
Never had shit but bad shit, so we took it. Look it, scene 12 come, I'm back to book it.
Hey.
Push the fucking pack off of the porch, fucking pussy.
You know when 12 when the police book you, but I'm about to book it, I'm gonna run away before they get me.
12 come, I'm back to book it. Push the fucking pack off of the porch, fucking pussy.
Hey.
I'm about to bush it, bust it. I'm on some bullshit. I'm on some nigga fuck the rule shit. I said my prayer inside the pulpit, then full prevent my defense with a cool blitz. Trying to take a mile, couldn't move an inch, shit was too intense. Now I'm trying to get back to the root of it. Elementary, my dear, the rudiments. Penitentiary, free all the hooligans. My mind scared the brain.
Elementary, rudiments, penitentiary, hooligans. That multi-scheme flip was smooth.
Elementary, my dear, the rudiments. Penitentiary, free all the hooligans. My mind scared the brain just like me, Conway and Ludacris. I really do this shit like it's my.
That's a dope track. Scatterbrain with Conway the Machine and Ludacris and JID on it. Ooh.
My mind.
Go listen to that.
Scared the brain just like me, Conway and Ludacris. I really do this shit like it's my diligent duty. But I see you comparing me to certain people is rude and I feel stupid as. I had enough of the foolishness. Dump truck dumping off the trash, but I'm improving on my craft and I've been cruising down this path. I took a bruise and I just laugh and keep it moving. I ain't mad at none of you. This shit amusing. It's just music and I love it, so I lose it when they leave me out the loop. But who's the truest? Who's the who? And I'm just here like you. It's been a lot of years, huh?
He's talking his shit, right? This is someone who, even though he's not new to the game anymore, technically we're starting to enter more season territory, right? He's had a few seasons now. He's had a few seasons. He's not a rookie in this game. But what I love is that even though he's well established and even though he's so talented with the pen, you still feel this hunger. You still feel this. I want my spot. I want my flowers and my recognition. I know I deserve it.
Moving in shit was too intense. Now I'm trying to get back to the root of it. Elementary, my dear, the rudiments. Penitentiary, free all the hooligans. My mind scared the brain just like me, Conway and Ludacris. I really do this shit like it's my diligent duty. But I see you comparing me to certain people is rude and I feel stupid as.
I wonder what he says right there, right? Compare me, just feel stupid because I'm my own beast. I've made my own lane.
Enough of the foolishness. Dump truck dumping off the trash, but I'm improving on my craft.
Dump truck dumping out the trash.
And I've been cruising down this path. I took a bruise and I just laugh and keep it moving. I ain't mad at none of you. This shit amusing. It's just music and I love it, so I lose it when they leave me out the loop. But who's the truest? Who's the who? And I'm just here like you. It's been a lot of years, huh? Shed a lot of tears too.
Yoo-hoo, big summer blowout.
Who and I'm.
Sorry, I'm a dad. I got twins. Like I never thought I'd be making a Frozen joke on a JID breakdown, but here we are.
Just here like you. It's been a lot of years, huh? Shed a lot of tears too. The man in the mirror is merely more than a miracle. R.I.P. to BJ Frazier. We still feel your spirit is bigger than physical. Spit a kill, spit a kill.
Life called me me slipping, now I need my fair one.
Yeah, he talked his shit.
Days creep by.
What was smooth too was there was a nice little flow switch.
Don't trophy like it's my diligence. I scat to the root of it. Elementary, my did the rudiments.
Elementary, I did the rudiments. Like right here, he's faster, right? And it sounds really dope, that juxtaposition, because it's a slow down, like we talked about. This beat, right? This dissonance to this beat, the way it kind of comes in and pulsates and out, right? And he goes fast.
Penitentiary free all the hooligans. My mind scared the brain just.
And right there, after hooligans, my mind scatter brain, and then he gets back into more of that slower, marinated flow that's more suitable to this beat. I just love that positioning and dynamic switch.
Like me, Conway and Ludacris.
Flipping.
Down this path, I took a bruise and I just laugh and keep it moving. I ain't mad at none of you. This shit of me.
Bruising, moving. I just love the ooh, the flips, the condensed rhyme schemes.
This path, I took a bruise and I just.
Even path is the external. So path, you got the A and the ooh. The A and the ooh sounds that he keeps diving in between.
Laugh and keep it moving. I
Laugh, moving.
ain't mad at none of you. This
Mad, none of you.
shit amusing. It's just music and I love it, so I lose it when they leave me out the loop. But who's the truest, who's of who, and I'm just here like you. It's been a lot of
You can't leave this man out the loop anymore.
years, shed a lot of tears too. The man in the mirror is merely more than a miracle. R.I.P. to BJ Frazier. We still feel your spirit is bigger than physical. Spit a kiss, spit a kiss.
Life caught me slipping, now I need my fair one. Days creep by, getting hard to share one. Might hold space, but I never cared once. Blazing, we might set it all on fire. God is Scotty gon' beat me up, don't fuck up my high. Folks say they cut from the cloth, it's all a disguise. I see it in they eyes, see it in they, see it in they.
And there again, you hear everything playing in reverse. What an interesting concept for a beat. Something very unique to JID, you know? It's like when he did the 32 freestyle over the Playboy Cardi beat, and you're like, okay, you can skate over that type of beat the way that you did? Oh, you are an alien. This is another one of those examples right here. And for me, I'm going to call it right now. This is JID's year. This has to be. You have to give this man his flowers.
Look, please don't bring no scare business to me. I fear no man, no hand holding banana clips, a chimpanzee to rip at me. The tip ain't cheap, the dick ain't free. I ain't no bitch, a bitch ain't me. I beat a beast, I been a beat. You been on me, you bet on me. Who better than me? You better believe it never could be. I'm ready to eat, they better get it ready for me. I'm killing the scene, they gotta get a medical team. The gun a machine, the tongue is a gun. They come with a bean, they come in the red, they come in the green. And somebody scared cause nobody seen it. Get him a bed and get him a king and get him a shed and give it a swing. I'm thinking of deadly things. Red drink, red rum, 15187.
JID understood the assignment. He understood that Eminem's gonna be on this track. So what does he need to do? He needs to go 0 to 100 immediately. Man is just running a race right now, and he's not slowing down.
And get him a king and get him a shed and give it a swing. I'm thinking of deadly things. Red drink, red rum, 15187. Look a lie, little nigga, they been living a lie. I never believed this song instead of comply. The last nigga I seen tried it, did it and died. Get a better disguise, you ain't figured it out. Niggas ain't trying to get victimized. I got a pit in a clip and a sick the bar. Don't nobody want to get sent to guard. A stick hit through the meat like a shish kebab. Take it down with the balls, man. I'm good at my job. It's not a walk in a.
That's a bar and a half, and for me too, like, not only is he patterning this so fast, he's got some very dope internal, external rhyme schemes, some multis happening. But not only does he have the fast flow, but he's switching different flow types within this fast flow, within this pattern. It's almost like, I feel like we're trying to like balance at sea right now. We're deep sea fishing it, and like the boat is just going crazy. Like we're just riding waves all over the place. It's almost like throwing you off kilter with it, man. Just knocking you off balance.
Cause I'm in the metropolis, I'm lost in the thought, but escaping the darkness. Caught the broad daylight, sun and parked it. Felt the force and found the flow, the faucet. Kept the course ahead, no matter the cost. I only eat what I kill, do away with the carcass. Monster, dreadlockness, similar concepts.
Dreadlockness monster.
I'm a crazy man, I had to get into the game again. I'm seeing the lights, I'm looking at the lay of the land and make a man like I'm Jaden Daniels breaking in. Can't evade the ban, no nigga save the scandal. Service candle lit, cause your man a bitch. I tried to understand, but I'm lacking the bandwidth. A rock in a hard place, cracking a sandwich. The cards I was handed, it turned me to gambit. It made me the man, but it turned me to man. Saying son of a man, max, minimal chances. Shaking the hand, white man, taking the taxis. Suit and tie, now fly right in the backseat of a taxi. I feel like Tyrese Maxey, I'm a zone 6er, but I'm hell of an athlete doing the rap shit. Take a look at the rap sheet, niggas are random ratchet. Hit with a black queen, Angela Bassett. Put a tab of acid on your tongue. I ain't never taking a bump, but I can put it in the package. You give me a lump song, to put it in the bag, in the back of a trunk. I heard thump, 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 banging the bass. I'm breaking the bread to breakfast, I'm bringing the bacon, slinging the sausage, cracking the egg over your face. I'm half amazing, half man and half alien. Yeah, patience, paper thin. I plant a flag in every place I'm in.
If you look up oxygen right now, you got a picture of JID next to it. Where does he breathe? He doesn't need any oxygen. He is it. We got to start breaking this down before this gets out of hand.
Look, please don't bring no scare business to me. I fear no man, no hand holding banana clips, a chimpanzee to rip at me.
banana clip, no hand holding, chimpanzee, right? So he's got the and that he's tapping on the internal schemes right there. And I just love it. Please don't bring no scare business to me. No banana clip, hand holding, no chimpanzee. Like right there. It's for me when he raps so fast, right? Because he's got a great vocalization. His diction is on point. But because he has just like that almost laid back, lazy type of tone, that southern sort of style, like just like laying back on the beat, right? For me, it just really accentuates to the eardrums when he raps in a faster pocket because he's so like dropped down. He's so laid back. He makes it look so easy. Devil may care with it.
Please don't bring no scare business to me. I fear no man, no hand holding. Banana clips, a chimpanzee to rip at me.
Obviously, banana, chimpanzee versus banana clip, smooth flip.
The tip ain't cheap, the dick ain't free. I ain't no bitch, a bitch ain't me. I beat a beast.
Tip ain't cheap. You know, you want to pay me a tip versus obviously the tip. Banana clips of that. The hollow tip ain't free. And then the tip, aka his dick.
Holding banana clips, a chimpanzee to rip at me. The tip ain't cheap, the dick ain't free. I ain't no bitch, a bitch ain't me. I beat a beast, I been a beat, you been on me.
And the tip and the dick ties in with I ain't a bitch either, right? Tying in with a dick, two bitch scheme. Smooth little flip and juxtaposition flip again.
Chimpanzee to rip at me. The tip ain't cheap, the dick ain't free. I ain't no bitch, a bitch ain't me. I beat a beast, I been a beat, you been on me. You bet on me.
Beat up beats. I been upbeat. We've had this so many times now where he just takes like a pattern and then he flips the way that that pattern is understood. In this case, being upbeat, rising up, being energetic, being upbeat in that sense versus beating up, knocking out beats. Nice wordsmithing right there.
The rip at me, the tip ain't cheap, the dick ain't free. I ain't no bitch, a bitch ain't me. I beat a beast, I been a beat. You been on me, you bet on me, who better than me?
Even that beats, been, bet, better. Like the B that he keeps flipping here.
The tip ain't cheap, the dick ain't free. I ain't no bitch, a bitch ain't me. I beat a beast, I been a beat. You been on me, you bet on me, who better than me? You better believe it never could be. I'm better to eat it.
And right here, he's already going pretty fast. You better believe. And then right there on the word better, he goes even faster. He's in like gear 5. And then on better, just he has a couple of these words combinations where he goes like into 6th gear and goes in an even faster flow switch and change.
Bitch ain't me, I beat a beast, I been a beat. You been on me, you bet on me, who better than me? You better believe it never could be. I'm better to eat it, better get it ready for me. I'm killing the scene.
Better get it ready for me. I love that.
Gotta get a medical team, the gunner machine.
Better get a medical team. Man, he's on it today.
Tongue is a gun, it come with a beam, it come in the red, it come in the green. And somebody scared.
Tongue is a gun. Come with a beam. Like a sight, a laser beam on it. Come with a red, come with a green. He can leave you red. Coming for the green versus obviously you could get a red dot sight on that. You could also get a green dot sight on that. In my tongue that I'm spitting right now, he's giving you that chopper AK-47 delivery.
Beat a beast, I been a beat. You been on me, you bet on me, who better than me? You better believe it never could be. I'm better to eat it, better get it ready for me. I'm killing the scene. They gotta get a medical team, the gunner machine. The tongue is a gun, it come with a beam, it come in the red, it come in the green. And somebody scared cause nobody seen it. Get him a bed and get him a king and get him a shady. Give it a swing. I'm thinking of deadly things. Sit in the red drink, red rum, 15187. Look a lie, little nigga, they been living a lie.
151. He had a song. Rum 151, right? That's also type of rum versus flipping the red rum. And he had this in another breakdown that we did. Red rum, backwards 4, murder. Shout out to Stephen King, but that's been used in a lot of hip hop over the years, man.
The tongue is a gun, it come with a beam, it come in the red, it come in the green. And somebody scared cause nobody seen it. Get him a bed and get him a king and get him a shady. Give it a swing. I'm thinking of deadly things. Sit in the red drink, red rum, 15187. Look a lie, little nigga, they been living a lie. I never believed this song instead of comply.
Isn't that ironic? Because he's killing them, murder, and then after that he's got another juxtaposition. Look alive. Well, he's just killed them. How can they look alive? I love just that idiom flip right there.
The red drink, red rum, 15187. Look a lie, little nigga, they been living a lie. I never believed this song instead of comply. The last thing I seen tried it, did it and died.
I never believed this song instead of they can fly. R. Kelly, I believe I can fly. I believe I could fly. I never believed that.
5187.
R. Kelly would be pissed about that bar.
Look a lie, little nigga, they been
I've used that joke way too much.
living a lie. I never believed this song instead of comply. The last thing I seen tried it, did it and died. Get a better disguise, you ain't figured it out. Niggas ain't trying to get victimized. I got a pit in a clip and a sick the bar. Don't nobody wanna get
Victimized. I got a pit in a clip. Sick the bar.
better disguise, you ain't figured it out. Niggas ain't trying to get
He's just, it's like pick what vowel sound you want. Pick what pattern you want, and then I'll start tapping that pattern. And then I'll kick back out to the external rhyme schemes. Then I'll start tapping the internals. Then I'll kick back out again. The rhyme writing is so nice on top of these fast flows.
victimized. I got a pit in a clip and a sick the bar. Don't nobody wanna get sent to guard a stick.
I got a pit in a clip when I sick the bar. Right there. That little pause. He pauses. That's already fast. Don't know what they want to get hit. I just went even fast forward through that. But what I'm saying is, again, it's the speed changes that he's having with these flows that are just crazy technical, right? It's already one thing to go fast. It's then another thing within that same bar to go even faster in a show. Like, yeah, there's just gear shifts to this. I'm riding F1 right now, like around any turn and any flip you want.
Nigga, they been living a lie. I never believed a song instead of comply. The last nigga I seen tried it, did it and die.
Never believe a song that said can fly. Right there, I love how he holds out believe, because that kind of throws you off, right? Because then he just slows it down. Instead of going, like, it's one thing to go very fast and technical and to hold that rhythm all the way through. What JID is so dope at, and what I always try to point out, is how he, like, in the middle of the bar, he'll be going fast. Hold a word out. Just really, like, slow down. Come back even faster out of it. Then switch gears again. Do a different type of speed. Halfway through that, switch gears again, do a different type of speed. And this is what he's so good at. And that's why these flows sound so off kilter, and yet he never loses his timing. It always sits in a dope pocket, right? He's taking the beat for a ride. The beat does not take him for a motherfucking ride.
Get a better disguise, you ain't figured it out. Niggas ain't trying to get victimized. I got a pit in a clip and a stick the bar. Don't nobody want to get sent to guard. A stick hit through the meat like a shish kebab. Take it up.
Stick hit through the meat like a shish kebab. Meat going in a stick. Yeah, and then obviously the stick hit the meat. That's a bar and a half.
I got a pit in a clip and a stick the bar. Don't nobody want to get sent to guard. A stick hit through the meat like a shish kebab. Take it up with the boss, man. I'm good at my job. It's not a walk in the park, cause I'm in a metropolis. I'm lost in the thought, but escaping the darkness. Caught the broad daylight, sun and parked it. Felt the force and found the flow before.
Caught the broad in day, like sun in park. Did he sun them versus broad daylight sun parking?
Cause I'm in a metropolis, I'm lost in the.
And even the park to metropolis is a flip. It's a walk in the park. This is easy. Versus obviously, how can you walk in a park? I'm in the city. I'm in the metropolis.
Thought, but escaping the darkness. Caught the broad.
And the metropolis of my mind.
Daylight, sun and parked it. Felt the force and found the flow before it. Kept the course it hit.
Felt the force, found the flow. Alliteration. FFFFF.
Lost in the thought, but escaping the darkness. Caught the broad daylight, sun and parked it. Felt the force and found the flow before it. Kept the course it hit. No matter the cost. I only eat what I kill. Do away with the carcass. Monster dread.
I really like that line. Only eat what I kill, right? Throw away the carcass.
Felt the force and found the flow before it. Kept.
He's picking these beats clean.
Of course it hit. No matter the cost. I only eat what I kill. Do away with the carcass. Monster dread Loch Ness. Similar concepts.
Monster dread Loch Ness. His dreads, he's a monster. He's got this on lock versus obviously the Loch Ness monster. You dread the Loch Ness.
It kept the course it hit, no matter the cost. I only eat what I kill, do away with the carcass. Monster dread Loch Ness, similar concepts.
Dread Loch Ness monster.
Hey.
I'm a crazy man, I had to get into the game again. I'm seeing the lights, I'm looking at the lay of the land and make a man like I'm JID Daniels breaking in, can't evade the.
I'm so upset. I'm so upset. As a Redskins Commanders fan, shout out to our future GOAT, JID Daniels. I've got a JID Daniels bar on a song that is not released yet. Still a couple months away from that. JID beat me to it.
Crazy man, I had to get into the game again. I'm seeing the lights, I'm looking at the lay of the land and make a man like I'm JID Daniels.
I'm in command. JID Daniels plays for the Commanders. He's in command.
Breaking in, can't evade the van. No nigga save the scandal. Service candle lit, cause your man a bitch. I tried to understand, but I'm lacking the bandwidth. A rock in a hard place, cracking a sandwich. The cards I was handed. It's
cracking a sandwich, crack sandwich. We broke that down on the Forever Story. Still one of my favorite albums.
Candle lit, cause your man a bitch. I tried to understand, but I'm lacking the bandwidth. A rock in a hard place, cracking a sandwich. The cards I was handed. It turned me to gambit. It made me the man.
Cards I was handed determine the gambit. That's an X-Man bar. Gambit with cards versus life dealt the cards. And the gambit, the move that I'm pulling to try to get ahead.
Tried to understand, but I'm lacking the bandwidth. A rock in a hard place, cracking a sandwich. The cards I was handed, it turned me to gambit. It made me the man, but it turned me to man. Saying son of a man, max minimal chances. Shaking the hand, white.
Made me a man. I turned into Manson. I turned into a monster. I turned into Charles Manson, right? And Manson's cult following and the murders that were committed in his name and for his following. So he turned into that because he's playing off of this dread Loch Ness monster, machete coming for the king scheme and all that. Like, very good setups for Shady, because we know a lot of his lyrical content and his darker themes that he likes to dance through, being a lyrical monster himself.
The cards I was handed, it turned me to gambit. It made me the man, but it turned me to man. Saying son of a man, max minimal chances. Shaking the hand, white man taking the taxes. Suit and tie, now fly right in the backseat of a taxi. I feel like Tyrese Maxey, I'm a zone 6er, but I'm.
This is a crazy scheme right here from Tyrese Maxey in his zone 6er. And before that, he had Mad Max. Well, Tyrese Maxey, who plays for the Philadelphia 76ers, his nickname is Mad Max. So he's got like a Mad Max, like Armageddon, the movie Mad Max scheme, versus flipping it into the Tyrese Mad Max scheme. Zone 6er, 76er, playing zone, NBA, like when you play a zone defense, versus he's from zone 6 in Atlanta.
Sandwich, the cards I was handed, it turned me to gambit. It made me the man, but it turned me to man. Saying son of a man, max minimal chances. Shaking.
And I know my zone 6. Shout out to Childish Gambino. We've talked about zone 6 before too.
The hand, white man taking the taxes. Suit and tie, now.
Shaking the hand, white man taking the taxes.
Fly right in the backseat of a taxi. I feel like Tyrese Maxey, I'm a zone 6er, but I'm hell of an athlete doing the rap shit. Take a look at the rap sheet. Niggas are random rap shit. Hit with a black.
He was literally an athlete. Tyrese Maxey, an athlete, but JID showing us the football clips. He was an athlete too, man. He's running the track in a different setting now.
I feel like Tyrese Maxey, I'm a zone 6er, but I'm hell of an athlete doing the rap shit. Take a look at the rap sheet. Niggas are random rap shit. Hit with a black queen, Angela Bassett. Put it.
Doing the rap, take a look at the rap sheet. Like his crimes that he's committed. that rap sheet versus literally his sheet of paper that he's rapping on, that he writes his raps.
I'm sick, sir, but I'm hell of an athlete doing the rap shit. Take a look at the rap sheet. Niggas are random rat shit. Hit with a black queen, Angela Bassett. Put a tab of acid on your tongue. I ain't never taking
Angela Bassett was the queen of Wakanda. Come on.
rap shit. Take a look at the rap sheet. Niggas are random rat shit. Hit with a black queen, Angela Bassett.
Hit with a black queen.
Put a tab of acid on your tongue. I ain't never taking a bone, but I can put it in the package. You give me a lump song to put it in the bag in the back of a trunk. I heard thump, 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 banging the bass. I'm breaking the bread, the breakfast, I'm bringing the bacon, slinging the sausage, cracking the egg over your face. I'm half amazing, half man, and half alien. Patience, paper thin. I plan.
Half amazing, half man, half alien. Half man, half amazing. It ain't hard to tell. That's Nas, baby.
Bringing the bacon, slinging the sausage, cracking the egg over your face. I'm half amazing, half man, and half alien. Patience, paper thin. I plant a flag in every place I'm in. Pace has been immense. It's not a race, but I've been chasing it. Been unforsaken, only placing faith in the hands that turn a staff into a snake and then a snake.
Yo, what a smooth flow switch on top of the beat switch.
Breaking the bread, the breakfast, bringing the bacon, slinging the sausage.
Obviously, the bread, breakfast, sausage, bacon, cracking the egg over your face. He's got a lot of smooth doubles playing off of breakfast, but obviously like cracking it in a different sense, violence as well.
Cracking the egg over your face. I'm half amazing, half man, and half alien. Patience, paper thin. I plant a flag in every place I'm in. Paces.
Patience, paper thin. Plant, flag, place I'm in. Patience, paper, thin, in. So he's got the I schemes on top of the alliteration P, on top of the flow switch, really slowing down gears. So smoothly done coming out of that fast scheme into a slower flow switch on top of a beat switch that kind of slows it down as well. Just perfect musicality and timing here.
Half amazing, half man, and half alien. Patience, paper thin. I plant a flag in every place I'm in. Pace has been immense. It's not a race, but I've been chasing it.
Nice.
Been unforsaken, only placing faith in the hands that turn a staff into a snake and then a snake into a staff again. The average couldn't start to establish the type of bag I'm in. The nappy is East Atlanta. Rapping erratic, righteous, and ratchet, cause that's what's happening. Yelling from the mountain so loud it could start an avalanche.
Hey.
We in Babylon, by the way you brother be babbling, you out of chances. I can't overextend the olive branch. Fuck the bargaining, we barging in. Let the car spin. Push a Porsche with a 911 like a Micah Parsons. When attacking the target, have a sack when they sent the blitz. It's a rapid departure, real rappers cease to exist. Like it's open season, soon as they seen him, it's oh shit. Bow, bow, 8-1 like Kobe in 06. Head bow. Pray for him while you load this 45th. 23, you ain't started, but hit the Jordan with the pip and assist. Another plotter, just a twist in the script. If we beefing, let's get into some old biblical shit. Ain't no tweet and see goodnight and then proceed with a kiss. For the dead, watch for the threads. Niggas can't bleed on my fit. Put the bed, now we even Steve and keep Stephen A. Smith in the West. Fuck all that scream shit and beat in your chest. Mama said mentality breeds into a seed of success, and I'm between it, but best believe I ain't perceiving no threats with a legion.
Oh, I love this heavier percussion just like underneath in the mix right now. Boom, boom. But you just feel that shit like a heartbeat.
This alliance, leave me out of y'all shit. I'm a lion, I'm lying, relax. You know the facts of the sleeping giant, align me with that. Nigga Goliath's a bitch, hit with a rock in a sack. My nigga ride with a stick, flipping a rock in a way. Nothing too hard to predict. No shit been
He loves his biblical references.
hard where you at, but if I lost you, then I bring it back.
I beat up a beat like a drum machine, did something to me.
All right, before Eminem starts running away with this, we got to go back and break down the rest of this JID verse, man. That was crazy. Who needs a hook? Who needs a hook? It's like rap Olympics right here.
Be babbling, you out of rapping. The pace has been immense. It's not a race, but I've been chasing it. Been unforsaken, only placing faith in the hands that turn a staff into a snake and then a snake.
Unforsaken, right? Turn a staff into a snake. Hang on.
Been unforsaken, only placing faith in the hands that turn a staff into a snake and then a snake into a staff again.
That's the story of Moses. When God tells Moses, right? With the staff, Moses puts the staff down, it turns into a snake. And then God tells Moses to pick up the snake. And as he picks up the snake, it turns back into a staff, representing trust in God, faith in God. He's putting his hands in that same source, putting his hands in God and faith. I love that. Is that Exodus? I think that's book of Exodus. Nice biblical reference.
Only placing faith in the hands that turn a staff into a snake and then a snake into a staff again. The average couldn't start to establish the type of bag I'm in. The nappy is East Atlanta. Rapping
I wonder what he says right there.
erratic, righteous, and ratchet, cause that's what's happening. Yelling from the mountain so loud.
Sounds like another clip situation. You know, when the label like feeds back to you, no, you can't have this. This is too controversial. You got to take this out. What did he say? I want to know.
Rapping erratic, righteous, and ratchet, cause that's what's happening. Yelling from the mountain so loud it could start an avalanche. We in Babylon.
I just like that. I mean, that's a pretty straightforward bar, but it's just so dope. Yelling from the mountain so loud. But also, we talked about the Moses, Mount Sinai coming down with the 10 Commandments. I still think that he's playing off of that, and that you know, symbolic religious mountain as well, versus yelling from the mountain and causing an avalanche to happen.
That's what's happening.
But we're at the top, we're peaking.
Yelling from the mountain so loud it could start an avalanche. We in Babylon, by the way you brother be babbling you.
Definitely, because then he goes into the Babylon scheme as well, like the Tower of Babel, where they babbled, and, you know, because they're pious and they're hubris as they built this tower up to God, and that's how you got different languages. Right, in that religious story, caused them all to babble, the Tower of Babel, Babylon.
Why the chance?
And then the fall of Babylon as well. There's layers.
I can't overextend the olive branch. Fuck the bargaining, we barging in. Let the car spin. Push a Porsche with the 911 like a Micah Parsons when attacking.
Let the car spin. Put the Porsche with the 911 like a Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons is a beast, right? As a Commanders fan, I got tired of having to deal with Micah Parsons, but he wears number 11 for the Cowboys. For the enemy, right? You know, come on. We know the rivalry. We know the rivalry if you're from DC. You know what's up. But also, I think I wouldn't be surprised if Micah Parsons drives a Porsche 911. Because if he does, that's a crazy double.
Barging in, let the car spin. Push a Porsche with the 911 like a Micah Parsons when attacking the target. Half a sack when they sent the blitz. It's a
half a sack when they sent the blitz. Like when they sent you to attack the target versus like getting a sack in football schemes. Blitz in football schemes, but also like getting that bag, getting half a sack for this.
Rapid departure, real rappers cease to exist. Like it's open season.
Rapid departure, real rappers. RR. Again, he not only is he crazy scheming the rhyme schemes, all these alliteration flips are super dope as well.
As soon as they seen him, it's oh shit. Bow bow.
Open season. We hunting now, right? We don't even need a license.
The rappers cease to exist. Like it's open season. Soon as they seen him, it's oh shit. Bow bow. 8-1 like Kobe in 06. Head bow. Pray for him.
He ate one because they're hunting. ATE, he ate one of them. Versus 8-1, 81, like Kobe's crazy 81 pointer game. Rest in peace to the GOAT, Kobe Bryant.
Oh, shit.
And he mentions more GOATs than Michael Jordan coming up.
Bow. 8-1 like Kobe in 06. Head bow. Pray for him while you load this 45th. 23, he ain't started, but hit the Jordan with the Pippen assist. Another.
That's crazy, right? Like loading up the Colt 45, right? But then also the 23 as well. You can load up the 23. That's a heckler, right? You can load up the 23. No way. So he's got a gun scheme here off of the 4.5 and the 23. You get hit by it. Pick it. Pick what you want. Versus Michael Jordan. When he came back out of retirement, he wore what he wore in baseball for a little bit. A little bit. He wore number 45. But then in the playoffs, he resorted back to his OG number, the one that we all know him for, the one that LeBron James wears nowadays. Michael Jordan, number 23. And then Jordan to Pippen, you know, one of the greatest two men in the game. I'm talking about Scottie Pippen, right? Scottie Pippen was a beast in his own right.
Load this 45th, 23, he ain't started, but hit the Jordan with the Pippen assist. Another plot is just a twist in the script. If we beefing, let's get into some more.
Another plot is just a twist in the script, like a plot, putting you in a burial plot versus like literally a plot in terms of story development, twist in the script.
Pippen assist. Another plot is just
twist in the script as well, like, oh, the clip is running.
Twist in the script. If we beefing, let's get into some old biblical shit. Ain't no tweeting, see goodnight, and then proceed with a kiss for the dead.
This is a really dope, like just internal, external, right? He's got the Hardy sounds, right?
With the Pippen assist. Another plot is just a twist in the script. If we beefing, let's get into some old biblical shit.
Twist in the script. That's the external. Beefing. That's the internal. Biblical shit. Then he punches back out to it.
Ain't no tweeting, see.
Ain't no tweeting, right? Then he comes back with the internal. Singing as well.
Good night and then proceed with a kiss.
Proceed with a kiss. Comes back to the externals.
For the dead, watch for the threads. Niggas can't bleed on my fit. Put the bed, now we even Stevie. Keep Stephen A. Smith in the West. Fuck all that scream shit.
Stephen A. Smith shout out, right? Tying back in with the sports games. Come on, man's an athlete. Man watches ESPN. Shout out to Stephen A. But also Stephen A. Smith and Wesson back to the gun scheme.
Put the bed, now we even Stevie. Keep Stephen A. Smith in the West. Fuck all that scream shit and beat in your chest. Mama said mentality breeds into a seed.
Fuck all that scream shit. Why? Because Stephen A. gets a little loud, starts like screaming on camera. Is that what he means by that? Versus obviously, I'm gonna get you screaming, right? This is a horror flick right here.
West, fuck all that.
When I pull out the Smith and Wesson.
Scream shit and beat in your chest. Mama said mentality breeds into a seed of success, and I'm between it, but best believe I ain't perceiving no threats with allegiance.
That's just a simple line poetically that I really like.
To a seed of success, and I'm between it.
I'm between it. Instead of saying like I'm in it, I'm between the seed and success. I'm between it, right? I'm in it. Just a nice little different way to say that and to put it.
But best believe I ain't perceiving no threats. With allegiance alliance, leave me out of y'all shit. I'm a lion, I'm lying, relax.
Hey.
You know the facts of the sleeping giant, align me with that. Nigga Goliath's a bitch, hit with a rock in a sack. My nigga ride with a stick, flipping a rock in a way. Nothing too hard.
Love how he flips that, right? Because obviously he calls Goliath a bitch because, yeah, he got knocked out by little man. He got knocked out by David, right? David with the slingshot and the stone. A rock and a stick. And then he flips it.
Hit with a rock in a sack.
Sorry, a rock in a sack. Because a slingshot, a rock is in a sack. Versus...
My nigga ride with a stick, flipping a
Now we're flipping it into a stick. A different type of stick versus sticks and stones back then.
rock in a way. Nothing.
He's flipping a rock. Could be a crack rock. Could be rocking you in a different sense, right? And then rock and a sack. Put you in a sack. He didn't say sack. He said, hold up, wait, hang on, come back with it. Could be rocking you in that sense as well.
Too hard to predict. No shit been hard where you at. But if I lost you, then I bring it back.
I beat up a beat,
Man.
drum machine, get something to me. You don't wanna go and bump into me. I jump in the beat so comfortably. I'm not comfortable with no conflict. I'm comfortable. Give me them horns, give me that rose bush, give me them thorns. I'm another breed, I'm a different animal. Y'all make me all niggas brandable. I'm intangible, but your hands are full. Angel low, I'm the pants are pulled all the way down to your ankles. You getting spanked and I'm your father. Soldier, I'm a soldier. I just showed up in a white beater taken. I'm a demolished. I always said what I didn't have a dime to my name and lived as father. If I had 3 quarters, 2 dimes and a nickel, I wouldn't change for $1. But I signed 50 sitting, put them in my piggy bank and I ain't gonna apologize to you for what the fuck I do. My advice to you, get fight bazooka, some type of nuke, a knife, a ruka, decisive 2 guns, cause I'm spraying the Rossi like I'm NWA in the posse, just like Geller and Dre and Pop Me, man. Look at all the mayhem I'm causing, that's probably why I stay in the hot seat. With these magazines, I act out like gay and his cousin. No cocksucker around spraying and busting. These shit sucks, stick, stop saying it doesn't. That's probably the reason there's nothing. You body the reason I feel like.
That's diabolical. That's diabolical what he just did to Yank.
I just walked in and seen you naked, cause you not even decent. Get ripped like Moscow clothing, like a sleeping cow. I'm bulldozing a rap god since my socks were holy. Was on that block like a soccer goalie. Mocking, knocking, show me glass, I'm toting, locking, loading, rockin', rolling, rock-a-rolling, guacamole, massacholi, like to slow you out of pocket, homie. Y'all could only hope to catch the flow, but if you know, you know. I told your host to slow your roast before you go and throw your whole career up in the toilet bowl. Enjoy the go. This is my house, so horse like a brothel. I done put Ja Rule through it like lost your whole career up in the toilet bowl. Enjoy the go. This is my house, so horse like a brothel.
He hasn't put the doubles in. He put a double in right there. That's dope.
I done put Ja Rule through it like law school. Keep it a stack of pancakes, I'm awful. So many flags from Belgium, got a waffle. In fact, you would hate my walls, they're awful. They call me Marshall, but I'm unlawful. Is it Groundhog's Day or deja vu? Won't stop, period, postmenopausal. Go so postal that most postmenopause. I'll slaughter the rhyme. These flows in a boggle the mind. Y'all get in line, you're talking to Einstein. Fuck walking the line, I'm jogging it. I'm a cross between a dog and a juvenilist. Motherfucking childless funk, and I be popping the most wildest junk. And I'm known as the prick that's not the fuck with. Call me erectile dysfunction. My ballistic missile is launching and wildin' like 7 Mile in running. But you're violent gunman, not do it like Puff, do it. Tell
Yo, this is crazy.
my hitters to hit 'em up, do it. So like my middle fingers to a 2-box song, you know that I put 'em up to it. 12 gauge at the 8. Stick missile is launching and wildin' like 7 Mile in running. But you're violent gunman, not do it like Puff, do it. Tell my hitters to hit 'em up, do it. So like my middle fingers to a 2-box song, you know that I put 'em up to it. 12 gauge at the age of 12 gauge, that's up-rate.
It's only fitting because on Fuel, he took shots at Puff for putting out the Tupac hit. So it makes sense that running it back with JID, might as well do it again and double down.
I've been raising hell like I'm Toe Jam Master J, and dare race yourself. It's about to be a fucking shootout like the OK Corral. Bounty on me like a paper towel. They want me to go on the straight and narrow like the same shape that they make an arrow. Never sell out for the fame and well, Dave Chappelle to the rap game. I'm never gonna play myself closest I ever came. Take my motherfucking pain I felt when I lost proof. Couldn't explain how that devil came down. Then in one foul he swooped. Look at how foul he stooped. Had to throw in that towel. Regroup like Sean O'Malley. Still at Mally. Used this shit a finale. Try to rally troops. Fit around up and corral recruits. But no matter how many you tally, just around these two, you can fuck around and find out just what the fuck we about when you see how we shoot. And I ain't talking about how we hoop when you lay up in the motherfucking alley hoops. It's like a Xanadu for every Xanadu. What I'm Xanadu do is take a peek and a blue hand of you to me.
Yeah, he's scheming the hell out of this.
I brutally damage you. I could never stand to losing bananas. You motherfuckers can't do it sicker than I do. You couldn't get rid of this shit with Tamiflu cannibals. You little bitch, me and jitted just like bestiality. We fucking animals. I'm backing them, body bagging them, toe tagging them in the back of the Volkswagen and tracking them whole backs and I'm toe gagging them till I get thrown back in the paddy wagon, the back on the Prozac. And I know that, but I'm so bad with a notepad that it don't matter. The ghost back, then the go at anyone who got the gonads, the cojones. Yeah.
Eminem, the wait is over. I'll tell you what, worth the wait. This was a rap god-esque verse from Eminem. And even JID. Like, this is just high-level MCing. You want fast flows? They got it. You want crazy multi-syllable rhyme schemes? They got it. You want flow switches all over the place? Out of pockets, unconventional flows as well? Tick, tick, tick. You want crazy wordplay? You want amazing delivery? This is it. This is the high-level art of MCing that both of them are giving you. Let's go bring it back and try to break down some Eminem and break our brains right now. Wow.
You getting spanked and I'm you don't chips act. My nigga ride with a stick, flipping a rock in a way. Nothing too hard to predict. No shit been hard where you at, but if I lost you, then I bring it back. I beat up a beat like a drum machine, get something to me.
Beat up a beat like a drum machine, obviously beating a beat on a drum machine, a drum kit. Eminem, hey, he's a dope producer as well, man. He's put out some dope tracks. What is one of my favorite Eminem produced songs? Moment of Clarity, Jay-Z, Black Album.
It been hard where you at, but if I lost you, then I bring it back. I beat up a beat like a drum machine.
And you even hear the drums kind of kick and switch there.
It's something to me, you don't want to go and bump into me. I jump in the beat so comfortably, I'm not comfortable. With no conflict, I'm comfortable. Give me them.
Comfortable. I love how he can just take a word and just like analyze it and look at it from an angle most people don't look at it from, and just find a way to really like flip it on its head. Right there's a prime example of that.
Wanna go and bump into me, I jump in the beat so comfortably, I'm not comfortable. With no conflict, I'm comfortable. Give me them hard.
Conflict, comfortable. We talked about the CCC scheme, alliteration that JID was doing. Here's Eminem patterning the alliteration as well.
Bump into me, I jump in the beat so comfortably, I'm not comfortable. With no conflict, I'm comfortable.
What is this like? It's crazy to me because he's going like so fast. It's almost like a drum and bass style, like that we've switched into with the percussion, right? But underneath of that, you have just this really soft, distant piano. And I talk about juxtapositions all the time. For me, like this moody, melodic, softened piano, a little bit emotional over here, like really sits in contrast to Eminem's very aggressive, very fast flows. I'm always a fan of those sort of juxtaposition choices that you get.
No shit been hard. Give me that Ross Bush, give me them thorns comfortably. I'm not comfortable. With no conflict, I'm comfortable. Give me them horns, give me that Ross Bush, give me them thorns. I'm another breed,
comfortable. Give me the horns of the bull. I've come for the bullshit. And then give me them thorns. Sorry, camera die. Let's keep it rolling. But anyways, give me that rose bush. Give me my flowers. But also a rose bush has thorns. I'll take that. I'll take my flowers with the pain. I'll take the bull. I'll grab the bull by its horns. Smooth flip.
A different animal. Y'all no come from machine. Get something to me. You don't want to go and bump into me. I jump in the beat so comfortably. I'm not comfortable. With no conflict, I'm comfortable. Give me them horns. Give me that rose bush. Give me them thorns. I'm another breed. I'm a different animal. Y'all make me yarn like a strand of wool. I'm a tan.
Yarn like a strand of wool. Actually, my bad. They've been putting the doubles for a minute. I'm just not catching because it's running so fast. Make me yawn. Like a strand of wool versus yarn is a strand of wool. Smooth flip double right there.
Tangible, but your hands are full. Angel low on the pants are pulled all the way down to your ankles. You getting spanked and I'm your father. Soldier, I'm a soldier. I just showed up in a white beater taking. I'm a demolished. I always said what I didn't have a dime to my name and lived in squalor. If I had three
name lived in squalor. Tank I would demolish. Right there, I love how we talk about taking your voice and converting it into like a drum pattern. This is what Eminem, like JID, is so good at, right? All of a sudden we're playing here, then we start hitting the cymbals. And he knows how to just like really punch certain syllables, especially ones that fit in his rhyme scheme, just to give like a different accentuation, a different pattern to it. You have the pattern of the beat and the drums of the beat. Then you have the drum line that Eminem gives you. And sometimes it runs contrary to the beat. And it's really dope the way that he does it because it's like he's playing his own vocal drum kit on top of the beat. Really dope how it sits.
Yo, low on the pants are pulled all the way down to your ankles. You getting spanked and I'm your father. So
ankles spanked, father.
I'm a soldier. I just showed up in a white beater taking. I'm a demolished.
White beater tank and I demolish.
Always said but I didn't have a dime to my name and lived in squalor. If I
name lived in squalor. Nice fit of squalor into this slant rhyme too.
Had 3 quarters, 2 dimes and a nickel. I wouldn't change for $1, but I signed 50 sitting to my name and lived in squalor. If I had 3 quarters, 2 dimes and a nickel, I wouldn't.
3 quarters. 75 cents, 2 dimes, 85, 95, and a nickel. That makes $1, but I still wouldn't change for $1, even though he just made $1 change right there.
Change for $1, but I signed 50 sitting, put him in my piggy bank, and I ain't gonna apologize to you.
Love how he takes apologize and makes Apollo fit in with the squalor and father. And just again, how he looks at a word like apologize and goes, yep, I'm going to snap the first half of that into my external rhyme scheme that I need over here on top of the internals that he's got with the bank, tank, piggy bank, and all that he's flipping as well. And then 50 Cent flips off of the $1. Now he's over breaking $1 because now he's got 50 Cent. He's got $1.50 versus 50 Cent piggy bank. What album was that? That was a massacre. That was a massacre. 50 Cent had a song, The Massacre, but obviously he signed 50 and look at his piggy bank since then.
Nickel, I wouldn't change for $1, but I signed 50 sitting, put him in my piggy bank, and I ain't gonna apologize to you for what the fuck I do. My advice to you, get 5 bazookas, some type of nuke, a knife, a ruka, decisive.
He switches his flow right here, and I love how these strings, bump, bump, like they kind of like come in and come out. It's like vibrating, right? And he kind of switches up, bump, 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 right here.
For what the fuck I do, my advice to you, get 5 bazookas.
My advice to you, get 5 bazookas. Boop, boop. It gets very punchy here. right? Very punchy to like really match the fluctuation of the strings. I love this.
Some type of nuka, knife or ruka, the size of 2 guns, cause I'm spraying the rock.
Knife, Ruka, size, 2 guns. Multis are crazy.
See, like I'm in NWA in the posse, just like Killer and Dre and Pop Me, man.
Shouts out members of MWA, obviously. Shout out to Yella, shout out to MC Ren, shout out to Dr. Dre. But beyond that, he shouted out in the posse, right? The whole posse of them. But NWA in the posse. NWA in the posse, that was an OG under the radar NWA album. Go look that up.
Me, man, look at all the mayhem causing. That's probably why I stay in the hot seat with these magazines that act out like gay and his cousin. No cocksucker around spraying and busting. He's just probably why I stay in the hot seat with these magazines that act out like.
With these MAGA zines, I act out. I wonder, because there's really punchy with MAGA. MAGA, Make America Great Again. He's got a Kanye line. MAGA, Red Hat, MAGA. I think he's flipping that into the Kanye scheme as well. And then this. I really wanted to break this down, but it didn't work out in time. But I have heard this song where Kanye talks about an interesting word I'm not going to say, but things that he did with his cousin that he just had memories of. And it was, it was, wow, the raw honesty of it and the trauma of it. It's crazy. But Eminem, being Eminem, he's going to take like a very emotional, dramatic moment, and he's gonna like flip it into punchlines and do what Shady does.
That's probably why I stay in the hot seat with these magazines that act out like gay and his cousin. No cocksucker around.
He acts out because Ye's been acting out. Ye's been in the hot seat a lot, but he's calling you a little cocksucker. But also Ye getting his cock with cousin.
And bussin', he just stick, stop saying it.
And bussin', he's bussin' versus like literally bussin'.
Does it? Magazines that act out like gay and his cousin. No cocksucker around spraying and busting. He just suck stick, stop saying it, does it?
Suck stick, stop saying it doesn't. I don't know. Is he dissing Kanye here? I don't know if he is. Like Kanye, has Kanye ever really talked bad about Eminem? I feel like Kanye's dissed a lot of people over the years, and he said a lot of crazy years for attention. But I don't think I think he's always shown, most of the time, he's shown love to Eminem. You can correct me if I'm wrong there, because I've not seen Ye dissing Eminem. So I don't know if this is necessarily meant for Ye. Like, your shit sucks dick, right? And then he's got decent bars coming up as well. Like, you haven't dropped anything in a minute. I mean, you could take it and apply to Ye. It feels like one of those, like, just low-key flexes on, like, every rapper who hears this, and just, like, one of those battle rap style Eminems. You couldn't sell 2 copies even if you pressed a double album. Like, you could take that and apply it to so many people. You could take these bars and apply it to so many people. But since it falls right after Kanye, a lot of us are going to turn around and go, yeah, he's dissing Kanye. And obviously that gets the clicks. Maybe I'll title it that. Nah, I won't do that. I feel like the Diddy diss is definitely a very clear Diddy diss. I'd have to really think about this one to see.
With these magazines that act out like gay and his cousin. No cocksucker around spraying and busting. He shit suck stick, stop saying it, does it? That's probably the reason there's nothing.
I mean, again, the way that he takes the Ye and his cousin, your shit sucks dick, and flips that story into a punchline and saying like a rapper's releases suck dick, that's diabolical.
Body the reason I feel like I just walked in and seen you naked, cause you not even decent. Get
naked when you say I'm not even decent, I don't even have any clothes on, versus like you're not even mid. You're not even mid-level.
There's nothing, you body the reason I feel like I just walked in and seen you naked, cause you.
And that's what makes me think it could actually be Kanye. Nothing, you've bodied of recent. You've fallen off.
That's probably the reason there's nothing. You body the reason I feel like I just walked in and seen you naked, cause you not even decent. Get ripped like Moscow clothing, like a sleeping cow. I'm bulldozing a rap god since my
sleeping cow, bulldozing, bull, cow, sleeping, dozing. I'm bulldozing like construction on this beat.
Naked, cause you not even decent. Get ripped like Moscow clothing, like a sleeping cow. I'm bulldozing a rap god since my socks were holy. Was on that block like a sock.
Rap god since my socks had holes in them because I was poor, I didn't have anything, versus like being holy, rising up as a god.
Get ripped like Moscow clothing, like a sleeping cow. I'm bulldozing a rap god since my socks were holy. Was on that block like a soccer goalie. Mocking, knocking, show me glass, I'm toting, locking, loading, rockin', rolling, rock and rolling.
Right. Right here, this is a really dope example of how he stays with the rhyme scheme, but then he flow switches out of it, and then he just crazy condenses the rhyme scheme, and it hits so different.
Cause you not even decent. Get ripped like Moscow clothing, like a sleeping cow. I'm bulldozing a rap god since my socks were holy. Was
God, socks. So the O's are key, and then holy, right?
On that block like a soccer goalie.
On, that's an O sound. Block, soccer, goal, that's the O sound. E, go, lee. Right? So he's got these O and E's on that block like a soccer goalie, and then obviously a soccer goalie blocking it. He's from the block.
Clothing like a sleeping cow. I'm bulldozing a rap god since my socks were holy. Was on that block like a soccer goalie.
And right there, like it's a longer line that he's got the faster flow on. But what he does right here is crazy.
Not control me, Glocks I'm toting.
Not control me, Glocks I'm toting. Dot the dude. Right. Not control me, Glocks I'm toting. He goes into a 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. So instead of like having like a really fast scheme and then having that 4-syllable rhyme scheme on the end where he touches on some of the O sounds on that line, now he just goes 4 pattern, 4 pattern, 4 pattern, 4 pattern. Just crazy condensed. I love how, again, great example. Carry the same rhyme scheme, but then totally switch up the flow and how you do it and where those rhyme patterns hit. And it just sounds, man, highly technical to the ears. Crazy lyricism.
I'm bulldozing a rap god since my socks were holy. Was on that block like a soccer goalie. Mocking, knocking, show me, Glocks I'm toting, lock and loading, rock and rolling, guacamole, massacholi, like this flow you out of pocket, homie. Y'all could only
Massacholi? What the Italian pasta is happening?
toting, lock and loading, rock and rolling, guacamole, massacholi, like this flow you out of
Rock and rolling, rock a rolly watch. That's a smooth flip.
pocket, homie. Y'all could only hope to catch the flow, but if you know, you know. I told your host to slow you roast before you go and throw your whole career. Been the toilet bowl, enjoy the go. This is my house of horse.
He's got an interesting line coming up. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but it's interesting. Like, if you know with this flow, right? With this pattern, with this flow, this is back to like kamikaze type of flow. Is that crazy 4 pattern? But this is what JID does as well. And you just hold that, right? And even like if the beat goes over here, as long as you stay in that 4-syllable pocket, you'll eventually come back around and polyrhythm the beat. It's smooth.
I told your host to slow you roast before you go and throw your whole career. Been the toilet bowl, enjoy the go. This is my house of horse, like a brothel. I done put Ja Rule through.
House of Horrors, brothel versus horrors. I'm giving you horrors. And then right here, because he had the toilet bowl. Man has watched the No Life Shaq reaction. I'm going to give this one to Shaq. Shaq always jokes about Ja Rule being in the toilet bowl. I feel like right here, careers in the toilet bowl, and they talks about Ja Rule, who still talks ish about his boy 50.
You go and throw your whole career. Been the toilet bowl, enjoy the go. This is my house of horse, like a brothel. I done put Ja Rule through it like law school. Keep it a step.
Ja Rule through it like law school, because obviously he ended Ja Rule's career versus like the rules, law school, studying the rules.
Been the toilet bowl, enjoy the go.
I can't help but wonder right there. I think there's a Benzino diss within that too. I think there's a little bit of a Benzino flip as well, but he doesn't name drop Benzino because like same period of time when he's dissing Benzino and Ja Rule, but I think that's a Benzino. Like you can't carry this flow. If you know, right? Trying to catch this. And then I feel like maybe reaction channels get a nod here. If we could catch the flow, come on. I'm gonna take that.
But if you know, I told your host to slow you roast before you go and throw your whole career. Been the toilet bowl, enjoy the go. This is my house of horse, like a brothel. I done put Ja Rule.
Smart decision too to like kick out the crazy percussion on this, right? And just let this piano, because I talked about again how he's in attack mode and then all you have is a soft piano and then it really just brings to life that crazy percussive pattern that he's on right here.
Surely like this flow you out of pocket, homie. Y'all could only hope to catch the flow, but if you know, I told your host to slow you roast before you go and throw your whole career. Been the toilet bowl, enjoy the go. This is my house of horse, like a brothel. I done put Ja Rule through it like law school. Keep it a stack of pancakes, I'm awful. So many flags in Belgium, got a waffle. In fact, you would
keep it a stack like pancakes. I'm awful, like I'm terrible. AWFUL versus I take it as ALL, awful. I'm all full up like a stack of pancakes. I keep it 100. I keep it a stack versus stack of pancakes. Flipping that idiom.
I done put Ja Rule through it like law school. Keep it a stack of pancakes, I'm awful. So many flags in Belgium, got a waffle. In fact,
got a waffle. I have a wall filled with plaques versus a Belgian waffle.
Brothel, I done put Ja Rule through it like law school. Keep it a stack of pancakes, I'm awful. So many flags in Belgium, got a waffle. In fact, you would hate my walls, they're awful. They call me Marshall, but I'm.
You would hate my walls, they're all full. But then he comes back around. So he plays on that all full AW awful scheme. And then he does it one more time. But he flips it because the primary this time is the walls all being full versus you'd hate them. They're awful. They're terrible.
Stack of pancakes, I'm awful. So many flags in Belgium, got a waffle. In fact, you would hate my walls, they're awful. They call me Marshall, but I'm unlawful. It's a Groundhog's Day.
Marshal, right? Because if you're a marshal, an officer of the law, they call me Marshall Mathers, but I'm unlawful.
So many flags in Belgium, got a waffle. In fact, you would hate my walls, they're awful. They call me Marshall.
I just love how he's doing this at a crazy speed and just giving us so much wordplay.
But I'm unlawful. It's a Groundhog's Day or deja vu. Won't stop.
Groundhog's Day, Deja Vu, 2 Eminem songs.
In fact, you would hate my walls, they're awful. They call me Marshall, but I'm unlawful. It's a Groundhog's Day or deja vu. Won't stop. Period. Postmenopausal. Go so.
Won't stop. Period. Postmenopausal. Even though menopause stops, your period stop. He won't stop. Period is in grammatical period.
Call me Marshall, but I'm unlawful. It's a Groundhog's Day or deja vu. Won't stop. Period. Postmenopausal. Go so postal that most postmenopause. I'll slaughter the rhyme. These flows in a.
Go so postal. He's still on this just crazy O scheme. Like he's just locked into this O pattern and he won't let go.
Won't stop. Period. Postmenopausal. Go so postal that most postmenopause. I'll slaughter the rhyme. These flows in a boggle the mind. Y'all get in line. You're talking to Einstein.
Slaughter the mind. Boggled him on.
Fuck walking the line, I'm jogging it. I'm a cross between a dog and a juvenile. Motherfucking childish punk, and I be popping the most wildest junk, and I'm known as the prick that's not the fuck with. Call me erectile dysfunction, my ballistic.
Prick because he's a prick versus your prick is in your dick. Not to fuck with. When you have erectile dysfunction, you can't have sex because you have a problem getting it up. Not to Don't mess with them.
Wildest junk, and I'm known as the prick that's not the fuck with. Call me erectile dysfunction, my ballistic missile is launching and wildin' like 7 Mile and running. What the fuck with? Call me erectile, this motherfucking childish punk, and I be popping the most wildest junk, and I'm known as the prick that's not the fuck with. Call me erectile dysfunction, my ballistic missile is launching and wildin'.
Erectile dysfunction. My ballistic missile is launching. I wanted to hear that because he just got tile dysfunction. Sile is launching into another just crazy rhyme pattern. Like if you put this up right now, it's like Christmas. Everything is just lit up in terms of the condension of the rhymes.
Like 7 Mile and running, bunch of violent gunmen.
Shout out to Detroit, 7 Mile running.
Erectile dysfunction, my ballistic missile is launching and wildin' like 7 Mile and running, bunch of violent gunmen. I do it like Puff do it. Tell my hitters to hit him up, do it. So like my middle fingers to a Tupac song, you know that I put him up to it.
All right, I put him up to it. My middle fingers. I'll put my middle fingers up because that's what Pac does. He's very anti-institutional, right? You're going to ride with Pac, middle fingers up. Versus, I put them up to it. Why? Because Puff, this is a double diss of Puff. Not only does Eminem say that Puff put the hit out on Pac, but also Puff couldn't do it himself. He had to pay someone else to do it, to hit him up. And then Tupac's diss of Puff, of Bad Boy, of B.I.G. hit him up. So Puff got Pac hit up and assassinated versus Tupac's song and diss hit him up.
Do it. Tell my hitters to hit him up, do it. So like my middle fingers to a Tupac song, you know that I put him up to it. 12 gauge at the age of...
Man, Puff's trying to beat his cases right now and Eminem's putting him back behind bars.
To hit him up, do it. So like my middle fingers to a Tupac song, you know that I put him up to it. 12 gauge at the age of 12, caged up, self-rage, I've been raising hell like I'm
12 gauge at the age of 12, caged up, just 12 gauge, 12 cage. I love that flip again. That's like a JID type of just inverted pattern right there with the words.
Box on, you know that I put him up to it. 12 gauge at the age of 12, caged up, self-rage, I've been raising hell like I'm Toe Jam Master J and Dare.
Another flow switch right here, by the way, and you hear the record scratch before he comes in with that flow switch. That was the theme on Music to Be Murdered By. We broke that down a lot.
I'm up to it. 12 gauge at the age of 12, caged up, self-rage, I've been raising hell like I'm Toe Jam Master J and Dare race yourself.
Joe, Jam Master J, rest in peace to Jam Master J. Eminem on Bully, Jam Master J got blasted away. Yeah, that's right. But obviously, Run DMC. Classic, man. I got a Run DMC shirt back there.
12 gauge at the age of 12, caged up, self-rage, I've been raising hell like I'm Toe Jam Master.
And then Raising Hell was one of the Run DMC albums too. He's Raising Hell versus Raising Hell, paying homage to Run DMC.
J and Dare race yourself, it's about to be a fucking shootout like the OK Corral. Bounty on me.
Shootout, OK Corral, Wyatt Earp, Doc Holliday. Come on, man. Take me back to the Wild West.
Like I'm Toe Jam Master J and Dare race yourself, it's about to be a fucking shootout like the OK Corral. Bounty on me like a paper towel. They want me to
bounty makes paper towels versus a bounty on my head like a paper towel. And that could be alluding back to the Puff lines.
go on the straight and narrow like the same shape that they make an arrow. Never
Straight, narrow, arrow, smooth flip.
allow for the fame and well Dave Chappelle to the rap game. I'm never gonna play myself closest I ever came. Take my motherfucking pain I felt when I lost proof of the
Right there, man. Never going to play myself, but the closest I came is 8 Mile. Why? Because 8 Mile is like kind of based off of his story as he plays B-Rabbit, aka himself, and goes through the rap battles and his come up story, right? So play myself, but I'm not going to play it in a different sense. Like literally playing yourself in a film. That's the closest I came. And then more like metaphorically playing your own self. Dave Chappelle turned down a massive deal, basically, because he was like, what am I in this for? Like, this doesn't align with my values. I'm not just in it for the money, right? Eminem pointing the same things out.
paper towel. They want me to go on the straight and narrow like the same shape that they make an arrow. Never sell out for the fame and well Dave Chappelle to the rap game. I'm never gonna play myself closest I ever came. Take my motherfucking pain I felt when I lost proof. Couldn't explain how that devil came down. Then in one foul he swooped. Look at how foul he stooped. Had to throw in that towel. Regroup like Sean O'Malley. Still at Mally. Used this shit a finale. Try to rally troops. Fit around up.
Alley, rally, Mally, troops, alley, youth. Right there again, internal, external. Just love the way that he keeps flipping the rhymes. And obviously Sean O'Malley, UFC fighter, right? He had the belt, got knocked down from the belt. He's still trying to come back and get that belt back.
Take my motherfucking pain I
And Eminem's talking about this. Once Proof passed away, man, like that's when he really struggled with addiction. That's when he really fell into drugs.
felt when I lost proof. Couldn't explain how that devil came down. Then in one foul he swooped. Look at how foul he stooped. Had to throw in that towel. Regroup like Sean O'Malley. Still at Mally. Used this shit a finale. Try to rally troops. Fit around up and corral recruits. But no matter how many you tally to surround these two, you can fuck around and find out just what the fuck we about when you see how we shoot. And I ain't talking about how we hoop when you lay up in a motherfucking alley. Oops. It's like a Sam.
Layup, alley-oop, right? And how we hoop before that, basketball scheme, putting in a layup. or tossing an alley-oops, but he's going to leave you in an alleyway. Oops, alley-oops, layup, basketball hoop, and how we shoot even ties back even further with that. That's crazy. You see how shooting, like your J, your jump shot, versus obviously shooting in that sense, leaving you in an alley-oops.
We shoot and I ain't talking about how we hoop when you lay up in the motherfucking alley-oops. It's like a Xanadu for every Xanadu. What I plan to do is take a peek and
Xanadu for every Xan I do. Back to the pill schemes now, right? Because he is recovering from that, but he had proof. So for me, logically, he's going back to those days and showing you that he's still crazy. He's still on edge. But Xanadu, what are they like? Kubla Khan?
how we hoop when you lay up in the motherfucking alley-oops. It's like a Xanadu for every
Xanadu, also like paradise, right? It's like a paradise.
Xanadu, what
every Xan I do. Man, the wordsmith in there.
I plan to do is take a peek and a blue hand of you. To me, I brutally damage you. I could never stand to losing bananas. You motherfuckers can't do it sicker than I do. You couldn't get rid of this shit with Tamiflu cannibals, you little bitch. Me
get rid of this shit because I'm so sick with it. Tamiflu used to get rid of flus.
Stand to losing bananas. You motherfuckers can't do it sicker than I do. You couldn't get rid of this shit with Tamiflu cannibals, you little bitch. Me and JID just like bestiality. We fucking animals. I'm backing them, body bagging them, so tagging them.
Obviously, bestiality, you F animals versus we're effing animals. Like, we're crazy. Just that flip is
Tamiflu cannibals, you little bitch. Me and JID just like bestiality. We fucking animals. I'm backing them, body bagging them, so tagging them in the back of the Volkswagen.
And just for good measures, if he hasn't done enough, then he comes through with one more just crazy flow switch and condensed rhyme scheme.
JID it just like bestiality, we fucking animals. I'm backing them, body bagging them, so tagging.
Back and a body bagging them, right? Again, back and a body bagging them, toe tagging them, taking your voice and just literally turning it into a drummer's percussive rhythm, man. It's crazy.
Taking them in the back of the Volkswagen and tracking them whole backs and I'm throw gagging them till I get thrown back in the paddy wagon and back on the Prozac. And I know that, but I'm so bad with a notepad that it don't matter. The ghost back finna go at anyone who got the gonads, the hone ass, yeah. You little bitch, me and JID just like bestiality, we fucking animals. I'm backing them, body bagging them, so tagging them in the back of the Volkswagen and tracking them whole backs and I'm throw gagging them till I get thrown back in the paddy wagon and back on the Prozac. And I know that, but I'm so bad with
thrown back in the paddy wagon and I'm back on the Prozac. That's a smooth little, you know, like going back on the wagon, going off the wagon scheme, flipping that, like going back to your addictions with the Prozac, and then obviously just like painting a picture of like Stan, and he's got him in the back of the trunk, right?
And they're tracking them whole backs and I'm throw gagging them till I get thrown back in the paddy wagon and back on the Prozac. And I know that, but I'm so bad with a notepad that it don't matter. The ghost back finna go at anyone who got the gonads, the hone ass, yeah.
Eminem is back. Eminem is back with a bang. I know I just dropped that song, but shots fired, man. Shots fired at Diddy. A little bit of side quest with Kanye West going on as well. But I tell you what, man, that is just absolute elite MCing. My brain is broken. I am a belittled man right now after diving into that. But I enjoyed that so much, man. Like, days like this are why I do what I do. And it's such a blessing to be able to appreciate the talent of two just highly crazy technical MCs. JID, Eminem, you were Knox certified. Hope you guys liked today's video and all the breakdowns that I missed into this. This is going to be a pretty long video, but hey, I wanted to deep dive. I wanted you guys to appreciate the artistry of JID. If you're here at the end, a lot goes into this. Support the channel directly. It all helps. Subscribe and notifications on. Also, go check out my new song, Bang. It is killing it. I'm getting amazing feedback. Best song and video that I've dropped in terms of the feedback and everything going down with it. So if you want to support me, support the channel, I'll put all links down there. Also, don't forget to copy merch, KnoxMusic.com. We got hats, we got shirts, we got hoodies, everything you need. You want to rep the brand, you want to support. It all helps. It all goes a long way. All right, everyone. So stay safe, positive. Take care of this. Take care of this. I'll catch you again.
All my Rothschilds pay me with an alias. Y'all ain't even on my Schwarzschild radius. Chop it, chop it, chop it, chop it. Somewhere out where Haiti is. Tell him I got drive, but it's only in Mercedes Benz. Know I'm going now with a bang. Bang. Tell him leave the bag in a bang. Bang. You should check the tags where we hang. Bang. You know I'm going now with a bang. Know I'm going now with a bang. Bang. Tell him leave the bag in a bang. Bang.